Welcome back to the podcast. We got my boy.
Austin. Thank you, Jay, for having me back. And this time we also got
Drew, good to meet you. Thank you for having me
You
on,
know what
dog.
I'm saying? These are my Marine buddies. These are the homies, bro. Literally, when I jumped in the whole squad and everything, like we're fighting monkeys back and forth. Like these are the dogs that are with me, like side by side. You know what I'm saying? So today it's gonna be random as shit. We're gonna start it off with a story from Andrew because he wanted to say something. We're gonna have him start it off going stupid.
Well, damn.
Bro, but these
It
are
was
bro, literally like guys. These are I want them to understand how much I love you, fools. Like words. I'm not even drunk yet, and I'm saying I love you already. So
we love you
literally,
too, man.
love you
this
too,
is gonna
dog.
be like. So we're starting off with a new type of pod for here. So I'm gonna be recording on this app, and you're gonna see all three of us virtually too as well. Because I know with when I did the first one with Austin for you guys, we did it was just more of a him and me, and we're like there in person, which was great, and that shit was it was a phenomenal podcast. I know I got a lot of good feedback for that one, and for this one, unlike Protect Our Streets, where it's like all just random and everything, this one I don't know what we're gonna call it. What are we gonna call this one?
It's up to
I
you,
need a
brother.
title. No, it's up to us because we're the group.
All right, we'll have to decide at the end after we go through the whole
Yeah,
journey.
we're
There's
gonna be
gonna be
drunk.
some. There's gonna be some memorable moments that we can choose names from.
Oh my god, bro! So we were literally like we're talking about like a whole bunch of things. At first, it was like about me moving work and all that shit. Y'all don't want to hear all that. You don't give a fuck about Jaden. But for Andrew, what was the story you're gonna tell us? Don't get all quiet now. What was the
I was
story?
gonna tell you. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really fit the vibe now. It was about a shooting, but
No,
if
go
we
ahead.
want to go straight to that, it was a
Go ahead,
video
bro.
I saw
Straight
on
to it.
YouTube like an hour ago. But yeah, these guys, they're like talking at the bar at the Hard Rock. Remember we were there, fucking dancing with like Jimmy and shit when they were getting down,
Yep.
bro. At that bar, right there in that little like cutout room, these dudes are like, you see them, they're like, oh, fucking around with each other. They meet that night, and they're sitting there, and they're like bullshitting. Like you can't hear anything obviously because it's just the CCTV footage. But
Yeah,
they're just like it looks like they're shooting the shit, and then like they're clearly hammered because they're doing like that sway back and forth. They're all like touching, like grabbing on each other and shit,
only way to be at
and
work.
fucking yeah, exactly, bro. Fucking, you see, bro, like starts to like reach in his back pocket and he's like whispering to the guy, and then he like pulls out the gun and he's like fucking hugging the dude and like putting it up to his head and shit. And then like they're like arguing and it shows like they're pushing each other. And he just
Yeah.
like bop and he pops the dude right there and then he just like and he
Oh,
walks
you're
away,
talking
bro.
about with all the black folk, right?
No, it was like an empty ass like bar in the middle of the day.
Dude,
He
I
shoots the
saw
dude and
one
then takes
today.
off.
I saw
Oh
one
my
today,
god.
and it was like so it was a whole group of niggas like fighting each other, which is the usual. But it was like a whole group of people fighting each other, and it's like so one dude swinging right. It's first was one dude against like 16 people, right? And
Yeah.
then his homies go from because it seems like one of them was hitting him, like he didn't realize that was his homie. Like he was beating the shit out of his homie with the other guys. And then he just turns and looks at him and he realizes it. So he turns around and starts fighting all the other 16 people. So I'm like, bro, you just snake. And he's the main one throwing the shots at his homie. And I'm like,
Imagine
bro,
how mad you'd be when you see the playback and you got your ice pack on and you're like,
What
bitch, that was
fuck?
you.
"Oh fuck, bro."
Fuck.
The fog of
So
war, that's what that's called.
literally, bro, while they're fighting and they're doing that, right? A couple more people jump in. They pass packs off. They start running. This one dude swings and then he just pulls a gun and his motherfucker fires at all of them on that side. Empties a whole clip, bro. They're so lucky they didn't put a switch on that shit. I would. But anyway, allegedly, in Minecraft.
Hypothetically.
Minecraft.
Hypothetically, I'm not speaking from experience, but my like own what's the word for it? My own damn, am I this
Preference?
retarded? Preference. There we go. There we go, Bacham. You're gonna need to
You
be my
prefer a
personal
Switch?
dictator. I
You
prefer
understand that's a felony in the state of California, right, Jade?
who Jay.
Jaden.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
All right, we got him.
Bro. Oh my god! But I was gonna show you because we're gonna do because I know my alcohol gets here. We're gonna loosen up. You guys keep drinking. It's gonna come here
Yes.
soon. I'm gonna like triple up a shot when it gets here too, just in case. So I'm gonna go through because I seen that Pereira fight, bro, and like on here too as well. Because Andrew, I know it's like your first time doing this with us, bro. You can just be regular. It ain't really got to be in no order. You can talk and just do whatever, just like how we're doing on the bloopers.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, that whole Pereira fight. Because I know, don't get me wrong, like I know this motherfucker's like a stone face dude, but it's like you see him outside, this motherfucker's hilarious, like
I
straight
like him,
hilarious.
bro.
I
Yeah.
seen one
He's cool.
where this one dude said no to his shama, and this motherfucker goes, "Now shama." He turns around and he points to the door, bro. He grabs the door and he sends this motherfucker out, bro.
Bro, that goes to show how good he is too, because this
Bro, for real.
motherfucker doesn't speak a lick of English. Like anytime there's a UFC fighter or any type of sports icon that becomes like hella big, they're always like, "Oh, if you want to take that next step in your career, you got to learn English because you have to have that media presence." He has
Not
one
that.
word, bro. He literally has one word. His actions speak much louder, bro. If you're knocking fools out like that, you can just say Shama, and everybody's like, "Yeah, dude, fuck."
Hell yeah.
Shama.
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 Yeah,
No
Khalil's a
Shama.
badass, bro.
Khalil is a badass.
That motherfucker took him 4 rounds. And Khalil, like, bro, I don't know. I would not want to fight that man. I wouldn't want to fight any UFC fighter, but Khalil Roundtree would definitely be in my, like, top 3 that I would say no.
Nah, I think I wouldn't do it. But if I had to, there's only one person I feel like I wouldn't fight on this earth. And I don't give a fuck how old this man is, but I'm not fighting Mike, bro. I can't do it. It's just like, bro, I don't think he's gonna go for an ear this time. He's going for a testicle, bro. He's going for something
Yeah.
important.
Yeah,
And
he
I'm
was
like,
getting
I'm not doing that.
no. That was a preview into his primitive instinct. That man was like,
Right.
"I'm losing this fight. I'm gonna eat him."
Okay.
Can you imagine if your fucking dick and balls are in front of Mike Tyson's face, bro? And God forbid you land a punch on him, bro. Like,
God forbid,
It's
bro.
done.
dude, that's over.
It's done.
He just goes.
You're becoming inedible.
He whispers to you, "I'm gonna eat your penis now."
Motherfucker, you want to punch me in my fucking face? I'll fucking eat your cock and balls right in front of you. Fucking feed him to you.
I'm gonna eat your children directly. Prematurely. Bro, when I seen him on the fight conference for what was it for? Damn, it was for Jake Paul. I think I'm gonna show that one. Hold on. Let me see. Mike. Good. Mad at. Y'all not gonna see it, but reporter. Let's see the newest one where he's with Jake. So look, I'm about to share the screen. Shit's about to be hilarious. So Mike gets mad at the reporter, right? Because like this man Jake's like you just call Mike Tyson a gimmick. And literally this dude literally just goes and he's like, he shuts up and Mike just turns around, "What the fuck you say?" I'm like, bro, like literally that smallest little thing, because I'll be talking mad shit in the press conference, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like I'm me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the moment I hear this motherfucker breathing hard, bro, I'm gonna have a big ass boat going down. Here, let me show you.
There goes my right eardrum.
Man. Boom. Can you guys see
Oh
that?
shit. Oh yeah.
Alright, bet. Let's get. I'm turning the sound back on.
XAS, the NBC5 station here in Dallas. The
Can
question
you
is,
hear it?
you can answer as well if you'd like. How do you respond to people who are critical about this fight happening in the first place, given your differences, particularly your age, which so many people are quick to point out?
Say that again, please.
How do you respond to people who are critical about this fight taking place in the first place at all because of your differences, particularly your age?
Well, I don't see too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha ha ha
Critics, I mean.
ha. Excuse me?
Critics, people in the
Who?
industry.
Tell me who. Name us somebody.
Folks.
You? Who?
No, folks say it.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Bro.
Right here in hat.
Jacob Dedamore with the ticket in Dallas. My question's for Jake. Jake, you say you want to be a serious boxer and you want to be a contender and be a title holder. So then when in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
I think he just called Mike Tyson a gimmick.
Mike Tyson's 58 years old, or will be at the time of the fight, yes.
So
as
will
much
you
as I
fight him?
respect Mike Tyson
Will you
and
fight
his...
him?
What did you just call me again?
I didn't call anything.
He turned him against the reporter.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be...
Bro, like literally, he just like he turned this man straight to him.
Yeah, he was
Say
like,
that he called you a bitch. He said you're a bitch.
personally, I wouldn't take that, Mike. Fuck, that shit's crazy.
If that was me, dog.
Personally, I wouldn't have let that shit slide, Mike. I'm just saying. I know we're fighting, but that guy called you gimmick.
He called you a bitch.
What'd you just call me?
The fuck you just called me?
I'd be terrified. Have you seen when he's on every time Joe Rogan references how big the table in his podcast studio is, he's always like, you know why that is, right? He's like, I was in here with Mike, and he's like, the first time Mike came on, like he was this old retired man. He was like past his like ego days and the way that he was when he had that hellfire and when he was competing and he was eating these edibles and these mushrooms and he was like finding a new lease on life. And then the second time I had him on, it was when he was training for Roy Jones. And he's like, it was a different person. He's like, even Jamie was like, that's a different guy, Joe. Like, fucking, he was like, I was sitting there, dude, if you watch the podcast, he's talking to him. And he was like, Joe Rogan, I was doing this. I had to train for this thing and I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days. And Joe's like, oh, and he's like, and it's not funny. and Joe Rogan's like, oh. Right away. That table got way bigger after that, bro.
Oh my god, it's just even worse, bro. Too, if he just postures up on the table, it's not fucking funny.
Bro, have you seen the one where the guy's like, kind of, I can't remember the situation, but like exactly. But this dude is like, I think it's on like some sort of podcast, and this dude's like kind of talking shit from the corner, and he like goes over and he like postures up on the table and he starts, bro, look, pull that up, bro. Wait,
which one is it?
He's eating grapes over the dude, bro. It's some ape shit, bro. Like he postures up over him and he's like looking at him and shit.
You said Mike's eating grapes?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Mike's eating grapes over guy. Here, let me show you too, so that way you can help you look at it. Bro.
I hope you find it, bro. It's so funny.
Oh my god. I need Jamie in this bitch.
I know.
Says
the doctor that eats grapes. Hold on, I'm gonna see.
Oh, I forgot to put Tyson. I'm retarded.
He just sits. Mike is eating grapes over God.
Bro. Oh my god. Bro, have you seen the one where Mike gives Evander Holyfield his ear? Like
he gives it back to him?
Yes, bro. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. I don't think I can find it. What did you see it on?
Eating.
Here, I'm gonna go to online because I can go online too. It ain't gotta be YouTube. Mike Tyson eating grapes. This shit sounds so freaky, bro. It's like I'm doing a porn search, bro.
Mike Tyson, BBW. Oh, Brendan Schaub.
Brendan
Look
Schaub?
up Brendan Schaub, Mike Tyson altercation.
Bet. I think I heard of that guy before. Brendan Schaub.
Yeah, Brendan Schaub. He was a UFC fighter. He's always on Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah.
D.
Oh, Shad.
Brendan Schaub. Like, go back.
Brandon. Got you.
It's BRENDAN.
BAN.
Mike Tyson beef right there.
Oh yeah. Is this it?
Yes, that one.
Oh, let me turn this out on. Now we ain't giving no promos. Fuck out of here.
Get this $5 spatula.
I swear to God, it'll make you come in 30 seconds.
This spatula. Doctors hate this spatula.
He's like, it's not fucking funny neither. Bro, why is it loading?
God damn, bro.
You see how long this is? Am I tripping? Like, am I tripping, bro?
5-minute ads.
I can't even fucking stop it either. It's 3 minutes. Let's talk about something else. Let's just go.
Fuck.
It's 5 minutes long, bro. We're looking at an ad. And
Is that
ad
a
like,
how old is
this shit kind of interesting. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not giving them free beats. Bro, have you seen the one where Mike's? Have you seen the one where Mike's like eating mushrooms? Right on, like it's an old one on one of Jake's podcasts. And this motherfucker, has a like a pretty much a baggie full of like shrooms, and like he's just like, yeah, they're delicious. He takes a fucking handful and douses it in his mouth, and he's chewing them while they're just talking while it's going. Like he has a whole ass douse of mushrooms going in his mouth.
Bro, he doesn't care. God. He does heroic doses. Do you guys know who Joey Diaz is?
Yes, bro.
Bro,
Joey.
That man like Joey that.
Joey Diaz, man, that's fucking crazy.
Bro, have you seen the one where he was talking about
cocksuckers, Joe Rogan? I grew up in fucking North Bergen, Joe Rogan.
This ad is ridiculous.
This girl.
This ad is ridiculous. This ad is fucking ridiculous.
Still going,
bro. This is not an ad. There's no. I've never seen an ad this long. Coco Melon's the #1 search on YouTube.
They don't do nothing. That one was hella funny, bro. Bro, this shit.
Boy.
Do something. You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? Work to me is you got to do something. You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? They don't do nothing. Like they don't date. They don't do drugs. They don't play checkers. They don't do nothing. How long do you like those people for? You don't. I like people with a little bit of edge to them. They got to do something. If you tell me I don't like alcoholics, but I love heroin, I'm in. If you tell me you suck toes for breakfast, I'm in. You got to do something.
That shit's hilarious, bro.
Dude, I love Joey Diaz.
Bro, Full Metal Jacket was funny, too. I just seen that on there.
That is true, though, bro. Sometimes I talk to people and I'm like, I don't think you're a real person.
Yeah.
You know, I've been hearing that for a while. Like, people talking about NPCs around, you know?
NPCs are real, dude. They're definitely real.
They're fucking real.
Yeah.
They're those people that trust the school system, bro.
Dude, I look at...
like, you'll just hear the same... You'll just hear them. Their topics that they'll bring up. They're like 10 years old, and you've heard them 100 times, and you're just like, this is you? Like, this is who you are? Your opinion?
Dude, I could guess the dialogue like it's fucking Skyrim. Yeah. You know how many, like, especially, dude, I could catalog them to what type of person it is. I walk up and it's an old white guy. And I'm like, hey, how you doing, sir? And he's like, oh, I'm doing good. How's the fishing out here? And I'm like, I knew it. I knew you were going to fucking ask about the fishing, motherfucker. You're sitting there, motherfucker. That's all you're thinking about. That's the only thing you know how to do. If you don't fish, you despawn. This guy, before I walked around the corner, he didn't exist. This guy showed up. Yeah. The game
despawn.
Yeah, no, and the game will try to throw you off, too, dude. I tell you, I work at a campground. Sometimes you'll see a fucking old, like, Assyrian man or, like, old, like, Middle Eastern guy come through. He's like, I fish. And I'm like, sure, dude. Algorithm's trying to throw me off. You're not fucking fishing, bro. He's going to despawn as soon as he passes the kiosk.
He's going to despawn.
This guy's not real.
Oh my god, bro. That reminds me, I have a fishing story, bro. So we're literally like on this like, so this is like in Sac. I ain't gonna say where because I ain't trying to give out where I'm at. But it's like in Sac, there's like this spot, right? And it's like this river, and it's pitch black when we're doing it. So we're fishing, and then one of my buddies, he comes up. We've been waiting on this man for like an hour. Keep in mind. So we're fishing, we're throwing shit back and forth. We're getting nothing out of it, but we got one though. And so he pulls up, right? But we know he's pulling up because we are on that Life 360 app, you know, where you can like see where everybody's at. So he didn't tell us he was coming, but I seen where he was at. So we hide in the bushes, but this motherfucker knew, bruh. He knew. So he has a Orby gun, right? But it's no regular Orby gun. We have M4 Orby guns, right? And those things leave holes in your body.
Oh, they're like them non-lethal rounds?
Yes. It leaves divots, bro, but it dissipates too. And it does it so fast where that shit hurts, bro. So like literally, we're like, bro, where's the fuck is my alcohol, you fucking dickhead? Anyway.
You need to get that motherfucker on Life 360.
Bro, for real.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like, so we're hiding in the bushes, right? And I like, keep in mind my dog is near Stormy, my German Shepherd.
Yeah.
But like she knows him, so she's gonna smell him and go to him. So I know when she smelt him too, because I seen her ears pop up. We're hiding in the grass. And she didn't growl, bark, or do anything. She'll just sneak up on you. And then she goes, and I said, fuck. He has a gun. And we're hiding in the bushes trying to sneak him because I have lightsabers. I have lightsabers that glow. So as soon as we come out the bushes, the lightsabers light up.
How many different weapons? I thought you guys were fishing. He was like, yeah, you know, I was fishing. I had my Orbeez in my lightsabers when I was fishing. my homie was pulling up. I had Life 360, so I knew to pull my lightsaber out when he came.
Hey, bro, we had 3 cars.
Okay.
Somebody had something, you know? I'm surprised nobody had an actual gun. But literally, he comes out, and this is like a whole thing to it. He comes out, right? He's like sneaking around through it, right? But I'm waiting. I got that lightsaber clenched so tight in my hand, I'm about to piece him on the top of his head as soon as he gets close. But Stormy, he almost tells me, bro. So she's sniffing, and she's just... And I knew he heard it. So I was like, fuck. I was like, you're about to get me shot. So then what I do is that I kind of walk away somewhere different, so he's making a sound. So I slap Stormy's head, and she starts running. He aims at it. So I gave her up for bait, bro.
Damn.
As soon as that happens, I come out and I light the lightsaber. It's red, and I just come out and just start piecing his shit. And he starts swinging, like spinning back and forth. It's pitch black. Keep in mind. Only thing he sees is my lightsaber swinging at his dome piece. So everybody else comes out, right? And they have the lightsaber too, and we're just charging this man. He's firing us with these fucking Orby guns. But I'm like already point blank next to him. So I'm like rotating around his body, hitting the fuck out of him with the lightsaber. He's like firing it everywhere. It's just hilarious. But this motherfucker pulls out his green beam, right? Because we couldn't see. He has a beam, puts that beam on, and it lights your chest when it goes to you. Because it stops. Because that beam shoots out far. So when it stops at something,
What do you mean?
You know somebody's standing up. So it's a laser.
Okay. I thought I would make sure this wasn't on a gun.
I had to describe it. I had to describe it a little bit. But it's a laser. He has a laser on it, right? And so he's shooting laser. When it stops on somebody, it's gonna come up short because this laser shoots like all the way to the sky. It's like the Sacramento Kings like purple beam thing or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
It shoots hella high. But there's a story to this green beam I'm about to go into right now. So he's swinging it, right? And he's pointing it everywhere. This guy lives on the corner of this area. So he owns that land for that whole area. And so that green beam goes into his window. And he said that apparently it shocks back on all his mirrors and it shines him in his face while he's sleeping, bro. And bro, this his house had to be 2 miles away.
Oh,
like there's no fucking way. That's how far this fucking beam went.
How'd y'all end up talking to this dude?
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay.
So we go back after we beat the shit out of my friend and he shoots us full of holes. We go back down and continue fishing just like how guys do. And then
did y'all catch anything?
We hear a truck come up, right? Oh, you hear brrr, shuts off. And then there's a hill that goes up from where this spot is, because this spot goes down, and then there's like a spot where you can fish from. This hill goes up, and we see a car, lights on, right? He's like, send somebody up here. And we look. I'm like, it's not PD, because they would have the lights on. And so I just start walking over there, right? But then these dumbass fuckers follow me. And I'm like, bro, in my head, I can't say nothing, because then it's just going to make everybody freak out and shit. Or get upset. Yeah. We won't freak out. We'll just get upset at each other. Like, shut the fuck up or some shit, you know? Not like that deep. But we'll go. We went up there and talking to him. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? He's like, are you the fuckers that threw that light in my fucking window? And then right before I answer it, he goes, I already fucking know. It's like, you fucking know. So he just rocked me, bro, out of nowhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, type of thing, bro. And I'm like, well, fuck. And he's shining this.
He said it doesn't matter.
So literally, like, he's shining this light at me, this bright ass fucking light. But I don't know if he has a pistol on the end of that light.
Yeah.
And so, but he's waving it. It's pitch black, keep in mind. And all I see is this bright ass light shining on my dark ass body. So I know this motherfucker can see me. I have no advantage in the darkness anymore. He's just shining it straight on me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, I can't go away somewhere. If he does start firing, he's gonna see me for a clear sight. Mm-hmm. So I'm immediately calm, right? I'm just like, all right, that's cool. And so I'm talking to him, yada yada, and he's just like, nah, fuck you. He's like, you guys left trash at my spot. And I would say, what trash did we leave? He said a bag of Doritos or something like that, right? It was like Doritos or Cheetos. It was like a bag of Cheetos. And I stop and I look at my homie. My first thought wasn't like, oh, shoot, that was us. My first thought was like, why the fuck is this nigga coming at us about Cheetos?
Yeah. So homie puts his hands up. He has red ass fingers. He's like,
so I'm like, is this why you came here? Because we left trash before? Like, it was like, and we didn't leave it. We weren't sure that we left it, you know? But we own up to it. We're not sure this motherfucker has a gun. And he's in denial of everything I say. Keep in mind, he's like the rocking us the whole time. Like, he's just knowing it doesn't matter. It's like, no matter what. And so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, you guys better get up out of here before the cops come. I said, I called the sheriff. And I was like, of course you did. And he said, what? And I said, oh, nothing. It's like, nothing. And he's like, you better take the back road if you have felonies or anything like that. I'm like, good to go. But I'm trying to calm him down the whole time because he's like mad as shit. Yeah. But literally like midnight, and my friend just shined a green beam straight to his fucking face 2 miles away in his room. Like, how do you think anybody's gonna feel off of that?
I'd be pretty pissed too.
And I don't know if he's like Southern either, or he's like Confederate or no shit, because he sounded like it. Because he was only talking to me. There was plenty of other people over there, but he was getting mad at me. So I was like, bro,
were you the most melanated man in the group?
Yes. There was an Asian.
I mean, maybe then.
Where it was questionable. There was 2 light skins where it was questionable whether they're black or not, and then there was a white girl.
He looked at him. He's like, hey, you.
And so I'm like, bro, what the fuck you? But I'm the only person that's like actually talking anyway, so it's understandable. So maybe he's not like. But I'm like, bro, why are you only talking to me? And nobody else is saying it. I'm the only fucker. He's pointing his light at me. I'm just like, bro, point that shit somewhere else, bro. I don't know what you got. And so the whole time in my head, I'm just like, because like, you never really know like what you can do in that type of situation. He's 10 feet away from me, and I don't know what he has. It's pitch black. He's shining this bright ass light at me, and I'm just like, this man probably doesn't like me.
I would assume.
For any reason that he has. For me leaving trash on this thing, which is a dumbass reason if you ask me. I could have just said, oh, my fault or whatever. But even though I told you guys that we shined the green light in his room, he didn't actually say that we did that yet. He says it right now. So after I'm like, just like, why is he talking to us about this whole Cheetos and everything? He's just like, that green beam you guys shot, it shot me in my fucking nose, in my face.
In my nose? You're like, yo, the light hurt your nose?
I'm like,
did it burn?
It burned my nose.
I don't know if he did or not.
You hit me in my schnoz.
But he's just like, it was in my room. I'm trying to sleep. My wife's here. So I'm like, that's understandable. 1000%. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just like, bro, if you have a gun, that's not a reason to shoot me.
Did he have a gun?
I don't know. Because by the time he turned off the light, we're already just, because he didn't let us, he didn't go away before we went. He didn't want us, I guess he didn't want us quit drawing on him as he was driving away. So he just told us to go and drive to our cars, and he watched us like drive away the whole time.
Damn.
He's shining the light to wherever we're going with the cars and stuff. And like, I understand why he was upset and everything, but it was just so weird, like on how that just like out of nowhere, I just get this random, as you said, NPC just coming out.
Yep.
He's just like mad as shit. And no matter what I'm saying, it's like he's not acknowledging it at all. It's
How
like
the fuck did he find you based on that laser?
No.
And did you guys have like phone lights? I'm sure you guys are probably emitting some light. You didn't practice light discipline.
I think no, we didn't actually. No, we didn't. We had a.
What color lights were you using? Were you using red lights?
No, it was using blue.
No,
Yellow.
red.
Would the company commander be supporting you using yellow lights? Huh?
This man's about to be a great verse art, bro. You should go warrant officer. It's gonna be hilarious.
You guys think it's funny? You guys think it's funny, huh? Just use whatever kind of lights you want in the war zone, huh? You want to die? You like seeing your buddies dead? Huh? Catching that bass doesn't seem so important now, huh?
Dude, speaking of NPCs, that story reminded me because you're like, he didn't care what you said. Fucking, my buddy was telling me that he was, this is my buddy Eric. This is one of my bullfighting buddies. So I started bullfighting. So I have a fucking.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I have a bullfight coming up. And one of my homies, he's a Caesarean dude, and he was telling me this story. There's this big church in Turlock called Crossroads. I just gave away my location. I'm not from Turlock. Fuck you. They were there at that church, and there's like a playground next to it, and they were smoking weed, and it was him and like a few of his other friends, like these guys that I knew from high school. And he said that they were smoking there. And, like, since they were near that playground, they were like, oh, fuck, you know, there's a playground. We should probably move or whatever. And this guy's walking his dog. And he comes near them. He's like, hey, like, fucking that's not cool, dude. There's kids over there. Don't be smoking reefer. You know? So they're like, oh, yeah, like, my bad, bro. Then he goes, this shit's not funny. You know, drugs aren't. I've been fighting a war with drugs for fucking. I just got sober, right? And he said, no joke. This guy looks at him and he's like, seriously. And he pulls up his sleeve, and he had like a fucking, you know, like a cartoon weed logo?
Yeah.
He had like a weed logo with a circle around it and a cross.
Oh, he's a diehard.
Like, so they all start fucking laughing at him, and they're like, there's no fucking way, dude. You're not a real person. There's no way you got that tatted on your body. And he was like, what? Huh, and he got all pissed off and shit. But yeah, I was like, dude, that would be fucking hilarious. If somebody pulled their shit up and they had a fucking circle and a cross, and it was the weed logo, I'd spit on him.
Bro, that's hilarious. Bro, and there's really people who just like, they just go out of their way to like not like what somebody else is doing. And honestly, bro, that shit's like kind of weird to me, but like I understand like you have your own things. Like Karens, for example, right? You know that whole trend of a Karens, like where they just pop up on people. Like, I don't know, bro.
Oh, you want to talk about Karens, man?
Bro, they literally spawn. You got a Karen story?
No, just the reason why they do that shit, and I think men too. But
yeah,
it's like a fucking power trip for you. It's like a power trip. You get off on that shit.
It's privilege,
like,
bro.
But with Karens in particular. There's no. I was watching. Andrew's gonna make fun of me, but I was watching Jordan Peterson talk about this, and he's talking about like, yeah, when you confront another male, as a male, you tend to keep it pretty civil because if it gets too out of hand, there's always the threat of getting
violence.
punched in your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm. Always a threat of violence. I've seen that one.
But too. With women, it has never been on the table, and it never will be. And so they like some of these women just go on fucking power trips,
Rants, bro, until they find somebody who's willing to put hands on them, and then that's tough. And then they're the victim, and then they're the person who was just walking by and just got punched by this guy. You know, they weren't the ones that just scratched this guy's car up or just beat the shit out of his fucking.
Yeah, and then that's it, and then they're done forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the light bulb. Except the light bulb was just getting like knocked the fuck out.
I can get punched, and like they just fucking. I was like, yeah, bro, you can get a lot of things. You can get shot. You can get punched.
Yep. It's nuts. Andrew, we can't hear you anymore, man.
Oh yeah, you turn your mic off, bro. Speaking of
my fault. There you go. I was talking this whole time too. I was like, bro, I was pulling a JD. I became an NPC.
He just walks into a wall and keeps walking.
Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this election?
Honestly,
yeah,
bro,
dude.
In like it's got to be less than 30 days now, huh?
Dude, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for Kamala. I'm ready for a new America, dude.
Yeah. No. He said Kamala.
Oh,
I'm stoked.
Wait, what the fuck? Pause. Go back.
Yeah, dude. She's fucking.
No, he's serious, man.
It's a new life. It's a new era in our country.
Respect his opinion.
Nah, fuck his opinion. Listen here.
This sucks. This is horrible.
Jaden, as a man of color, are you serious right now? You're gonna turn against us?
No.
Treasonous.
I'm speaking as a man of green. I bleed green. We all bleed green. I'm not trying to get sent to the fucking battle of fucking Kyrgyzstan or some shit. Or whatever.
Dude, she doesn't want us to go to war, dude. She doesn't support war. It's just because Israel's are such bad guys. And they're blowing up the Palestinians.
Yeah, and they're just maiming people. They're cutting people's balls off, and they're just doing all these other crazy religious extremism things. Speaking of, I had a chick hit me up on Hinge. She was like, religious extremism or nah? And I'm like, hey,
or nah? Or nah,
it's crazy.
Hey, religious extremism or nah? Hey yo, jihad or nah?
I'm like, dog, like that's how she leads off that sentence. that whole conversation.
That'll filter him out.
But she was like 27 because I like older women. Anyway, so I have my shit on like the older age thing, right? But I go to her bio because I don't actually check chicks like words and shit. I just look at photos. Maybe I'm bad for that. But
I don't check their words. I don't really care about their substance of being. I really just think they're hot, you know? So just shut up, really. I hate when they're like saying words. These bitches are always saying words. And I'm like, why are you not digging?
Why are you not cooking?
Shut up.
I have dirty dishes right now.
It's so terrible. I'm not like that, bruh. You about to expose me, bro. Chill out.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, my
so,
God.
all right, so
yeah, go.
Did you bite?
Huh?
Did you bite? She's doing the dish. I didn't even see that you were doing the dish.
She had big tits, bro. Like I said, and I can't read, so.
So you said yes, I love jihad.
Nah, I'm playing. Nah, bro, I didn't even answer that. It took me I didn't answer it for like a day.
How do you dodge that question?
That's very direct.
You go, so do you like garlic bread?
Bro, what I said was that, do you like garlic? This goes bot. How's the weather? Bro, I was like, what did I say? Shit. I said, because I'm Christian, so I was like, which religion we talking about? Because I'll go on a crusade, you know?
That's a fair question.
Straight up. So I was like, which religion we talking about? And then, but she kind of dodges that question. But in the end, I'm trying to remember it. In the end, she goes, what did she say? She goes, like, we can take mushrooms and stuff we can take mushrooms and then We can like rescue cats. It can be like a cult where we rescue. She says so. She starts mentioning it's a cult, right? Because I forgot to tell you guys. This is why I was only looking at the photos and I wasn't looking at the words. Literally, it spams 3 times in 3 different paragraphs. Like it starts off, "What do you want to do in a year time? Start a cult. Where do you see yourself in 5 years being in a cult? What do you want to do with your loved ones? Roll a cult." I'm like, bro.
Oh,
She might have been trolling.
I'm like, how did I not see that?
ah,
So literally, like, as I liked it, no. She liked me actually, and then I accepted her back like off of the first image because I was working, I think, so I was just like, I'll figure all this stuff out later. I wasn't reading words at the time, and literally, she's like, we can do that, and we can praise the Egyptian gods right then and there, bro. I was like, I'm good, honestly. I was like, I'm good.
yeah.
You should have seen it now, brother. I feel like you
Christ is Lord.
Say Christ is Lord.
Get out!
Say Christ is Lord right now.
Say it right now. Say Christ is Lord. Say our Father.
Damn. Egyptian gods, huh? She's reaching way
that's
back.
a first. Like,
Would you guys prefer to be with like a super extreme Islamic chick or like a super Jewish chick?
Islamic chick, bro. Oh man, no. I take that back. Yeah, how Jewish we talking? Like her whole family owns like 3 different banks type of Jewish. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Like if we're talking about like she owns like 3 different types, kick them off.
Oh, that's true.
She owns like she's like full Jewish to where she's in like the system like Kanye's explanation type Jewish, bro. And bro, where's mine?
That guy.
Like if
That
she's like,
guy,
how
man.
Jewish we talking?
He is a character.
Yeah, Kanye.
Where did he go?
What's he up to? Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's his new wife, bro. He's just
Last I heard about him, he got like threats from his handler that they were gonna fucking dope him up and put him in a rehab hospital or something.
Yeah, I heard he was addicted to whippets.
like 36 times from behind.
To whippets.
To whippets. Did you guys see that?
They said they're gonna put it on a tape too on like I think it was called KanyeGetsPegged.com. It drops on the 13th of November. And
are you dead ass?
No, I'm playing.
Yeah,
I was going into details.
What's the URL? Do you have the link? Can you send it to me?
You have the link?
Hey, does either one of you guys know the details about this whole Diddy thing? I keep hearing like little spurts of it, but I don't really know what the whole deal is.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo, dude. He's been a fucking weirdo. He's a predator. He's just like Epstein. It's literally the exact same situation where they get these celebrities and he's like, why don't you want to party with me, man? All the clips you see, he's like, nah, we ain't party for real, bro. Come on. Come on,
no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah, exactly. He's always says shit like that because he wants to get them to show up so that he can get dirt on you and then extort you. That's how they create these empires. And then when all the cards start to fall, you see a bunch of people get exposed, and it's because those are all of the people that were caught in his web.
Mm. Yeah, they were talking about how Adesanya recently. He talked about Israel Adesanya. He talked about how a little while ago before this happened, he was talking about how he dodged a bullet. Just recently, he was talking about.
Yeah, I saw that. He was when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, when he was like, I would have gone to a Diddy party. He was like, I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Why you just promote somebody on here?
Oh, my fault. I mean, on a podcast. He was on a podcast that nobody has heard of before. On an unnamed podcast.
You're losing me money.
My fault, dude. I'm promoting your competition.
Back. No, there's no competition to that, bro. That's Joe. That's the GOAT.
That's Joe.
The GOAT.
Man, I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately, and I was watching Casey and Callie Means. Have you guys seen that interview?
No. What's that?
No.
Who are they?
They're talking about the health crisis as a whole, but it's more like it's not just like, yeah, everyone's fucking fat and obese and we got problems. It's like they go deep into why and what foods are causing it and who is funding these food companies and these farm companies. You know, they go into the Monsanto shit.
Dude.
It's nuts.
Monsanto?
But yeah,
Have you looked into
fucking
soy,
crazy.
dude?
What do you mean?
Soy, like the product, like
Oh
soybeans, and
yeah,
how they make
yeah.
everything with soy.
I know that it raises estrogen levels,
Yeah.
so I stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah, dude. And you'll see in most like processed food products, it's always soy protein.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, like protein bars, it's always soy.
What specifically? So, like, what specifically about it? Is it just like it's just the fact that it like raises that estrogen? And what does that estrogen
Yeah, it's
do?
just whatever
Estrogen is the female
chemical.
hormone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like
So
it
whatever
raises
chemical
that.
compound it has, it raises your production of estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a man, if you you ever heard the term soy boy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that means. It's like that's
So it's
somebody
like
who's maybe
fucking
vegan or something, and they eat a fuck ton of soy, and like if you
they
cross
turn
a
off
certain
feminine
threshold with that, you will start developing as a woman. So you'll start like growing tits. If you ever see a guy with like
Mm. So
actual
it's what
tits,
Fuentes do. Straight ass face. No, I'm playing Fuentes.
I'm gonna dodge that one. Yes,
Keep
it is
going,
what
keep
Fuentes
going.
did. Yeah,
Bro, when he called his mom after getting drunk with us in Michigan, like I almost kicked the door down, bro. He was at
called his
bathroom
mom?
stall while he did it. We drank.
Shut the
So
fuck
basically,
up,
for
bro.
those listening,
When did this
for those
happen?
listening, like inactive.
God dang, what's going on? Hey, come here. Wait, so he called his mom?
So like, bro, so we're drinking in Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, hey, what's up, buddy? Big boy. So we're drinking in Michigan, and like, yeah, he just looked dumb. We're drinking in Michigan, and he's never drank before. So we're all like, we're pretty tipsy, right? Because we have like 5 bottles just sitting on a table of different types of drinks, light, dark. Because Stout Sergeant just got a whole bunch of. Somebody got a whole bunch of different drinks.
Oh yeah, it's on my steps from man worries. Sorry, I coughed.
Bro, so allegedly someone got us a bunch of drinks, right? And this may or may not be during an operation in the military. I'm not gonna just that. But we're out in Michigan with the boys, and we're drinking. And Fuentes, like, he drinks like this little. It's like literally like a small ass little shot, bro. And he's gone off of it, right? He's like just sitting there weavering back and forth, saying he doesn't feel well. But no. He
I
never
don't
said
feel well. I
This
think
is
that I
after-
might have overdone it, guys. I might be drunk now. I don't know. I believe I am, though.
That's,
I'm gonna
that's
call
just
my
how he
mom.
sounds. That's just how he sounds.
I feel like my vision might be impaired at this point. Big booty Latinas.
I think I might be intoxicated.
Whatever the fuck it's called, I think I might be intoxicated.
Bro, that was so on point. That was so on point, bro. I just want you to know that was like so on point.
Thank you.
Like, dog, you should be speaking like on some kind of thing. It should be like one of those Instagram accounts where they do the voiceovers like old cartoons.
I just need to do that and just a bunch of videos of Fuentes. We need to make Fuentes famous first so everybody knows the reference.
Yeah.
Facts. We're gonna do it starting off here. Speak his full name, social security number.
Bring him on.
How's he doing?
Who, Fuentes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you didn't see him, huh? You're a Miramar.
No, I mean I saw him like the last drill and shit.
Oh, first of all, let me finish the story though first.
Yeah, my
Forgot.
fault.
I left everybody on a hook, bro. I keep doing that. But basically, it's like, so he's drunk. So we take him to the bathroom, and he's literally like on the phone with his mom the first time he's drunk. And I'm looking. I go in there, right? Because I'm just like, I'm scratching my head, and I'm just like, who the fuck is in that stall? Because he has Abel watching him, the worst person to be emotionally adequate towards him. And they give it to have Abel watch him.
Can you imagine Abel's your crying shoulder? He's your one guy left.
He's like, yeah, man. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't know,
He
man.
died, you know.
That sucks.
He's like, and he's just like, I'm gonna go get something to drink. So catch you. That's literally like something he would say, bro. So he's literally sitting there. He's pissed. I'm pissed too because I go in there. I'm like, Fuentes, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I'm on the phone with my mom. And I'm like, bro.
Is he crying?
I don't even know at this point because he sounds the same even when he's speaking. So I'm just like, bro. I'm like, are you crying and talking in a normal voice? But anyway, he's like talking to her. She's just like, why do you drink? He was like, we're just having fun, mom. He's like telling her, giving her, like asking her permission after he's already drunk to be drunk in the moment or something.
Can I continue to be drunk, mom, please? I feel so good right now. Mom, it's just like fucking, what do you call it? I don't know. We got this alcohol. I think it's our staff sergeant. He got it from the kiosk. And I think that it's like honestly fucking making me feel pretty good. I don't know.
But bro, that shit was just, oh my god. That shit was hilarious.
Who did I end up having to take care? Oh, go ahead, Jay. Finish your story.
And it just brought me back to how, remember when we saw like the cadaver? And stuff?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about him heavy, bro. I was just like, I feel so bad for this kid.
Did he have to go do that?
Was with you, huh? Yeah, he was there.
That was with me and you.
How did he react to that?
Yeah. And
he was pretty pale faced.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And as he's holding the body, he's moving the body's limbs and stuff.
Yeah.
And
what was that? Napkins? My fault. I gotta get napkins.
You're banned.
Sorry, dude.
He's like, napkins? What? Just mute yourself real quick though while I say the sentence.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt bad for that kid. But in certain environments, it's like he needs to get tougher though, because you can't be a man in this world if you can't stand on your own. And he did really well. Might I say we've been getting on him a lot, but Fuentes did really well. If you hear this, Fuentes, I'm proud of you.
And I've even seen him kind of growing. You know, like we got the advantage of already being at the unit for years, and so he shows up and he's a little bit of a deer in headlights, and he's starting to grow in and kind of mature a little bit. I've definitely seen that.
Well, he has to grow up too. He's like 19.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Yeah,
He's pretty young.
I was there with.
I trained him
like 20 now or something. Oh yeah, before he went to boot camp, right?
Yeah, no, it was after boot camp. I trained
him
at our, because we went to. Remember, he's from out here. He was at my recruiter station.
Oh, you would like PC with him and shit.
Yeah, but at some point I trained with him too as well while he was younger or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I trained him, right? And like she told me like, but he was totally different before. He wasn't like beta. He was beta, but he was the rage type where he was raging at everybody. I don't know what happened in boot camp. If somebody beat the shit out of him or something.
No, that's exactly what happened because you'll still see him catch an attitude, bro. Yeah. And you're like, knock that shit off, dude.
No, I did that. I checked him one time because I'm over here operating the tram, right? And then he comes up to me. He's like, "You have any trash?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." I'm talking to Sergeant on the phone. He's like, "Do you have any trash?" And I said, "No, I'm good." And he's like, "Do you have any trash?" I said, "Bitch." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." And I go back to talking to Sergeant. And like he just turns around and just walks away, NPC like. And I'm just like, "Bro, like, what are you doing? Why did you ask?"
He isn't. It's like an object in motion stays in motion. Whenever I tell him to do something, it's like he's just going to keep moving that way until somebody pushes him another way.
Yeah,
like he just moves
we gotta
on like a treadmill.
We gotta get him out of that. He's a good op. He's a good op though.
No, he is. He's actually not. He's not terrible at operating.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's pretty good.
He will.
It's about confidence. Yeah. Whenever he is confident, he's better at things. But
yeah, that's pretty normal.
I mean, I get that too because it's hard, whenever you have, especially if you got leadership that's like not very. They don't have a lot of faith in you. It can rattle you. Like, you remember when we were in fucking Fort Hunter Liggett, and I had to move that generator, and it fucking sparked.
Yeah.
And then he like hopped in the tram. That was the first time. That was before ITX with the fucking explosion shit, or like with the explosives shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were freaking the fuck because nobody fucking knew like
Wait, when was
what
this?
it was. This was
This was
at Fort Hood. Like, it
2021
was just
or
some random field
2022.
drill. But Bakken was moving this generator, and whoever was in charge of hooking the generator up or putting the shit away on it,
It
they
wasn't
left
off.
like this. Well, they left this metal bar loose inside of the generator, and it ended up falling onto both battery terminals and just arcing like a motherfucker, and it started spraying sparks
Damn.
everywhere. Had nothing to do with Wacom.
Yeah.
But everyone started, you know how it is when you operate at night. It's like the last thing you gotta move. You got the entire company watching you.
Watching.
So Wacom's in there, and he's fucking just moving this thing like normal. But it just so happened to be that somebody else was retarded and let that thing fall on the terminal, both terminals. And yeah, I mean, I don't remember who it was that jumped in there, but somebody like ran over and like kicked you out of the tram and fucking jumped in.
Who do you think it was?
I have a theory.
It was
Yeah.
Reese, wasn't it?
Your theory's correct. That is what happened. That's exactly what happened. That was the first time that happened. And then in 29 Palms, I was moving fucking some explosives, and we were putting them. It was at the sling out lot, so it's like the very last lot. So you have to go hella far. And they were like, we need 2 operators. So me and Sanchez and our leader were there, and fucking. He was like, who has the most operating experience? So I was like, oh, I want to do it because I want to operate at night. And Sanchez was like, all right, whatever, I'll go to sleep. So I go out there, and dude, like, I didn't even know how to turn on the fucking lights in the 5K. Like, I had never done it before. So I figure out how to turn on the lights, and I'm like operating, and we do good. We go through like, yeah. So this is my first ITX. This is 2022 because I didn't go to the last one. And
explain what an ITX is. Because we keep saying
what is it called? Integrated training exercise. It's in the desert, and you're pretty much, especially as an operator, you're moving explosives and like rounds, and you're loading them on a truck so that they could go, and it's all pertaining to the mission, right? So we're at the forward ammo supply point, and we're clearing the last lot, and then there's the sling out lot, and the sling out lot was like kind of like the overflow lot. And it's the very last lot we have to clear. So we clear one lot, and then we go to the sling out lot. And I'm the first person who gets there, right? Terrifying. I go out there, and I'm like, all of the stories of skinwalkers must be true, dude. Because I was sitting out there, and I'm hearing like these desert noises, and I was like, dude, I hope these guys hurry up and get to me because I'm going to die. And they get there, and they stage all of their equipment. So we're like, all right, we're good to start loading shit. So we start loading shit. We load like, dude, I must have loaded fucking like 20 pallets of shit, right? And I'm on like my second to last pallet, and I pick it up, and I go forward, and it's like, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? So I put it in park, and I get out, and I look, and I see there was this one guy. I think his name was Rue. He was one of these other Marines. He was an ammo Marine, and he's running over, and he's like, stop, and I was like, like what's going on? And I look, and dude, my tire is running over a pallet. So I had run over like the first little board of a pallet, picture just a pallet. And then on like the second like board of this pallet was like a Cat 1 or something, some type of explosive. I was about to run it over and fucking blow up. And the warrant officer comes over, and he's like, oh, all right, pick it up. So we fucking pick it up by hand, and we have to like go and grab it. And then our leader at the time, it like hops on my window like he's known to do, and like guided me doing the last like couple pallets. I was pissed off, but yeah, it was definitely a close call. It was a learning experience, but
yep,
yeah.
Well, it's happened, and it's even happened to him.
Yeah, I know, which is the best part.
Yeah, it's ITX was definitely. I wasn't at the fast at all. I went out there to lift up a 5K, which is
with a tram,
fucking forklift with a tram.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was sketchy. I was balancing on the 2 front tires of the tram, trying to get this thing on the flatbed of an OVSR.
Hey, wait, quick question. Can you guys hear yourselves on here?
No.
Not like an echo, no.
Okay, you don't hear none of that?
Nope.
All right, bet. I just hope when it plays back, because my monitor is going off. What? But okay, never mind. It's monitoring it because my light turns red whenever I'm actually speaking on my thing. So I want to make sure it's good. All right, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, no, yeah. I went to the fast just the one time to get the tram, lift that 5K up. I broke down with that tram on the way up to the fast like 6 times. Things just overheating and smoking, and I'm like, I'm way too far. I had to like organize this whole deal, get the bodies, get the fucking trucks out. Got with dispatch to get like different trucks out. Like,
Dude,
I'm way invested in this.
Isn't it insane how we literally like work a day job, and then you go there and they're like, you know how to do this, and you're like, all right, I'm in the fucking desert. You're on the radio. You're like, how do we do this at fucking Ace Hardware? Like my normal job, you know, like whatever the fuck, like wherever you're working at. Like some of these dudes like work at Rayleigh's, you know, and then you have to like fucking, they're like, you know how to talk on the radio, and it's like, yeah, I learned fucking 4 years ago in boot camp, dude. Like, I guess so.
Yeah, it was sketchy. We got out there after breaking down, like I said, like 6 times. Just stop, turn it off, let it cool down, turn it back on, go another 20 feet, fucking break down again. Finally get out there, and I'm lifting this fucker up. And yeah, I'm just rocking on the 2 front tires. And I just sped up, got in front of the LVSR, or around the side of the LVSR, and it kind of like rocked and set down at the same time. But man, I felt that shit all the way up my spine.
Bro, that shit is fucking terrifying, dude.
Bro, operating is so weird sometimes, especially in like the tram, because like the suspension too and the articulation. Like when you like, remember when we went from the 5K and the EBFLM, which is these are forklifts, by the way, which we're talking about when we say tram and 5K. These are diesel forklifts, and bro, when the switch comes, when you switch from it to like that tram, it's so different. It's like you don't want to do it at first. But I know right now we all prefer the tram over all of those shit. You probably prefer the EBFLM or no?
No.
Yeah, that's my girl. I got most of the guys, they get their main operating time at an ITX. I got mine early on when I went to Kansas, and it was just me. I was the only operator. It was me and a fucking 5K. I mean, MMB.
Yeah.
Which is just a bigger version of the 5K. So that one I got very proficient at. And then even when we were out in ITX, I was using that as much as I could. Yeah. Because I was just, that was the one that came the most natural. And then the more I operated out there with it, the better I got.
Bakum, you went to ITX?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Or did you go to this one?
No. I went to that CMC course, so I didn't have
Noob! Dweeb! Get him out of here!
I did honestly feel bad. I wish that I did go because, especially with like the newer guys, it's hard for me to, because I show up and I'm just like the funny guy. I can't really, it's hard for me to be a leader, especially when these guys have never seen me do it before, you know?
That makes sense.
That's how I felt. When you guys went 2 years ago, I did a home side AT. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah, you're like, dude, fuck, like I wish I could be out there with you guys, but you know.
Like initially you're like, oh fuck yeah, I don't have to go to ITX. Fuck that shit. Sounds like ass. And then everybody comes back and they got all these stories and you're like,
yeah, and then you think about all these gay ass sentimental thoughts and you're like, I wish I did that.
Yeah, then you're just in like
I wish I went out in the 120-degree weather and fucking died.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, it wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be.
It wasn't, bro.
That is what I'm that's definitely true, because I remember before I went out, they made it seem like they would tell all these horror stories. And then I went out and I was like, dude, I had a great fucking time. Like, that was the greatest training we've had so far.
All right, 1 second. I'm about to go get my alcohol. Y'all keep talking.
Get it? Yeah, I definitely, when I went out there, I knew that it was going to be my last AT. I didn't know that I was going to get out as early as I am, but I knew that was going to be my last AT. So I made a deal with myself. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to complain about anything one time at all.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live it. I'm going to experience it. And Oh my god, did that make such a difference?
Dude, doesn't it make such a difference when you're just like, I'm not going to be a bitch about this? Because you're so used to your life. You get like, that's why it was so easy when I first got there, because I was like, everything sucks, but that's what I'm accustomed to. Like people being like, this is what we have to do. And I'm like, damn, that sucks, but all right, you know?
Yeah.
But then you get used to like your individual freedoms and like moving up in your own civilian profession or whatever. And then you become a child again, or you have to be governed like a child. And it's hard for your brain to get used to that and see it for what it could be positively rather than, oh, Big Dad is telling me what to do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's why I'm excited for this one. That's why I wish you were going to this one, dude.
Do you know where you guys are going?
We still don't know, remember? Because you were saying, you're like, dude, if it is the C word, I want to go.
Yeah. That's
but
right.
if it's the other place, you're like, I'm getting out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I doubt it. They always throw Finland
They always throw it.
Norway
Yeah, they're like, oh, this country, that country. Just kidding.
Psych! You're going to fucking Travis.
Psych. Yeah, you guys like California? Where you live? What's my battery at? We're chilling. Oh, shit.
There you go. Got the fuel. Podcast fuel.
Tackle and peel. Remember that shit from Waterboy? Tackle and peel.
Austin, what would you say was the most stressful moment of your life?
Ooh, that's good.
The most stressful moment. I don't like to ever use the word stress because it makes me feel like a bitch.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the most stressful, like, I'll let the guard down for a sec. I'll take off the fucking tough guy act. The most stressful moment of my life was sitting in a courtroom and only my fucking select individuals at the unit and in my personal life, only the select few know about this. So this is the first time I'm like fucking blasted.
Mm-hmm. I know about it.
You know, and so does Jay. Sitting in a fucking courtroom trying to find out if I'm going to jail or not for that gun charge. That was, oh my god.
Dude, like, how is that going to court and not knowing whether or not you're gonna go home or not?
Yeah, it's not fun, bro. Like I went to work that morning. I went to work, you know, and I went to, before I left for work, I told my lady, all right, like, maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. And then I go to work, and I'm like, all right, guys, well, let's see how this goes. If you don't hear from me, you know where I'm at. And I go there, and little backstory on it.
Can we talk about where it was or what court?
Yeah, it was in Manteca. It was
so San Joaquin?
Yeah, San Joaquin, yep.
Okay.
Little backstory on it. I was riding my motorcycle at I was coming home from Applebee's.
Oh, that's always the worst, dude.
Yeah, dude. And back then, I didn't have a CCW, but I felt so on top of the world, and I'm a Marine, and I'm not going to get in trouble, and I got the get out of jail free card. So I was carrying everywhere without a CCW, which it is a misdemeanor. Like, even in my case, it was a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more on that I'll touch on, but so I'm coming back from Applebee's, and I'm just riding, and it was one of the very, very few times that I was actually doing the speed limit on the way back. Like, you know, sometimes you just get that, like, gut feeling. You're like, I bet there's a cop somewhere up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it a little easy. Well, I did, and I'm riding home, and I pass a cop going this way with CHP. So they're coming my direction, and I'm going the opposite direction. And I just see him flip around. And I'm like, okay. But I don't see him anymore. Like, I'm staring on my mirrors on my bike. I don't see him anymore. I'm like, okay. I'm like a block away from my apartment. And so I get into my apartment, and you know that thought that's like, once I'm home, I'm invincible. You know, like that thought that everybody has. Like,
I made it.
I'm in the safe zone now. You can't get me anymore.
I'm on base.
Fucker pulls me over Like, I pull into my parking lot. I park right in front of my door, like 3 feet away from my apartment door. Guy comes up behind me, lights me up. I just saw the lights in front of me on the wall.
Damn.
Red and blue lights. I'm like, oh, shit. And I know. I'm like, dude. But I should be good because I'm just getting pulled over for whatever. Like, the chances of them searching me are pretty slim.
Yeah.
So, get off my bike, whatever. Oh, yeah, we're pulling you over because this and that and that. Traffic, whatever. It was bullshit. I had patches on my back and I was on my bike in the middle of the night. They thought I was a DUI. And he ended up copying to that.
Oh, explain what
in
the
a
patches
few minutes
mean for
here.
them?
Oh, I'm in a motorcycle club. And so when police see motorcycle clubs, they automatically think gang affiliation and they're going to treat you differently. I actually have another story, much more recent. I'll share that later on. But so they think you're affiliated with a gang right off the bat. And so if they see you, it's very common that they're going to get a DUI based on that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they thought. And he ended up telling me that after he let his guard down. But he pulls me over, pulls me off my bike, asks for my ID, reached for my wallet, and realized, fuck, I left it at my shop. I don't have my wallet on me.
Oh.
So that's what I told him. I'm like, oh, I left my wallet at my shop. And he's like, okay, no worries.
He's like, bullshit.
Yeah, he's like, no worries. Just so that I can verify, I'm going to have to search you. And I'm like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, we have to by law. And he ends up searching me, and he's going from,
by law.
So if you don't have an ID, they have to search you
to make sure that you don't have an ID.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's like, okay, so by law, I have to search you. And I'm like, fucking no way right now. Like, that was when it snapped in my brain. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is fucking crazy. I'm getting searched right now. He's gonna find this gun. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm going to jail tonight.
I bet you ain't never left that wallet after that.
Nope, not once. But I'll clear it up. I'll clear that up. You don't need to worry about your fucking wallet, all right? So he's searching me from my fucking shoulders. He's going down. He's checking my chest, right? He's checking my cut, my pockets. And he's like, you got any weapons on you? I'm like,
yes.
Yeah.
Please.
And he's like, okay, what is it? I'm like, it's a gun. And I knew as soon as he said, it's a gun, it was going to change. And so I'm like, it's a gun. And he fucking steps back and puts his hand on his holster. And he's like, where is it? And I'm like, I'm already up here. I'm already handcuffed.
I'm already up here.
He's already got his hands on his head, bro.
Yep. They handcuffed me and everything. And they're like, where is it? And I'm like, it's in my Apex. And they fucking reach down, snatch it up, push me against the car, fucking throw me in the back seat. And I'm like, oh.
Damn.
But right as he threw me in the back seat, right? This is after they found the gun. As they threw me in the back seat, I had my EGA that I got from boot camp, my Eagle Globe and Anchor, on my cut. And he stops and he sees it and he goes, are you a Marine? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, what unit? I'm like, CLB 23. And then he starts listing off people from the unit who are now higher ups. They're now higher ups, but when he served at that fucking unit, they were like corporals or lances with him.
They were his boys.
And so those are his boys. And he's like, you know this guy? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know this guy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, fuck, man. And that's when he like dropped.
He said that, fuck, man?
Yeah, he like totally dropped his guard and he's like, fuck, man. And then he looks at his partner and he's like, fuck. He puts me in the car. They both get in the squad car in the front seats. And they just start talking. They're like, what can we do here? Like, this guy's a Marine, and his partner's like, I mean, it's a misdemeanor. We don't need to make it a felony because of my motorcycle club patches, they could have attached gang as like an accessory to that and turned it into a felony. But he was like, okay, so we don't have to do that.
Like racketeering?
It's just the fact that he's in a So if they see patches, right, they're going to assume that's a gang affiliation. And when they do that, it automatically they can automatically drop that on there just because he has that weapon with it concealed and he doesn't have a permit. So that means it shows that he doesn't have his legal documentation, and it shows that he's like it shows like he doesn't want to do it.
He's an armed, unregistered gang
individual.
member.
It's like an
That's what it
enhancement.
shows.
You know how like if you murder a pregnant woman, the enhancement from homicide is double homicide. It's like an enhancement. And so they could have enhanced it to be a felony, but they were like, all right, we don't have to do that. So we can make it a misdemeanor. He's going to do overnight in county and da-da-da. And they're just going back and forth. And then he's like, all right, fuck it. We're going to cut you loose. You're going to have to show up in court. And they explain to me the whole process, whatever. But the whole time, right, the main officer who conducted the search and all this, he's like, fuck. The one that was in our unit, he's like, fuck, man, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he literally said, fuck, man, this sucks.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, and so I'm like, all right, I think I'll be okay here. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And so I end up going inside. My poor fucking lady, she's inside. She sees the cop. She sees the fucking lights. She walks outside and just sees me handcuffed. Right, I'm talking like 3 feet away from my front door. She opens the door and I'm just looking at her in handcuffs. And she's like, right?
Damn.
And so I come inside and she's like tore up. She's fucking freaking out a little bit, you know, and I have to like, it's all right. I'm here. I'm not going to jail tonight. Relax.
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward. I go through court process, like fucking 9 of them in the next year. Different angles we can take on this, right? Like my public defender, he was pretty fucking good, man. And he's just like, okay, we can do this, we can do vet court, we can do this. And so we tried all these different things. They weren't really working. And so it comes down to the last court hearing. And the officer shows up at that court hearing. And I'm like, okay, well, he knows I'm a Marine. We served the same unit. We know the same people. He was really cool back then.
Yeah.
He didn't give me a felony. Why would he do anything to put me in jail now?
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting there. And at this point, I had already found out that the law that required him to search me for my ID was no longer in effect. It was new. It was like two years old. It was no longer in effect. So that's out the window. So right now we're talking about...
What happens after that isn't acceptable to the court.
That's right. Yeah, right now we're talking about an illegal search, right? The one kicker is if he can convince the judge that he was fearing for his life or his partner, his safety, then it becomes a justifiable search. And what they found is legit, and I go to jail.
Yes.
Right? So he shows up in court, and I'm like, okay, he's not going to say that he feared for his life. Like, why would he do that? All he has to do right now is just leave it alone. I won't go to jail. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
it would backlash on him, though, a little bit, though, wouldn't it?
I don't think so. I mean, he made a mistake. It was a new law. The police officers are not required to know every single law. Like, this is the process. If they end up fucking up, it gets cleared up later on in court and everything's fine. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how it works. Okay. And that's appropriate. Like, the laws change all the time. They can't keep track of all of them. And so in the courtroom, he's sitting up there, and I just give him a little nod, and he gives me a nod, right? And I'm like, okay, I think we're good, bro. I think I'm good. I don't think he's going to double down on this.
He's like, fuck this nigga.
He was reaching. He threw it all in. He doubled the fuck down. He said he was fearing for his life.
Damn.
Fearing for his life, the partner he was with, his life. And the only thing that got me out of that, and this might be some advice, I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
The only thing that got me out of that was there was body cam footage, and the cops were laughing. Before they conducted the search, I was fucking around, joking around a little bit. I made them laugh. That was a wrap. Because they're like, well, you were laughing. You obviously weren't fearing for your life, so you conducted it. Like, he conducted the search. He said why he conducted the search. He also was laughing, and so they threw it out, and that was it. And I walked out.
What did the judge say? Was he just like case dismissed or what?
Yep, he was like a lot of technical vernacular. You know, he was like, well, by the precedent of this case from 2000 whatever, the situation is you are not fearing for your life. They use like previous cases rulings as precedent for the future. And so they called back on this old case, and they're like, yeah, well, this is what we did back then, so this is what we'll do now. Case dismissed. And my lawyer looks at me, and he fucking dabs me up. No handshake. He fucking dabs me up.
Sure.
And he's like, hey,
that's
go.
the boy.
He says, go, go, go. And so I'm like, I look at him, I look around, you know, and the cop's just staring at me. And there's nothing left for me to say. I just got up and I said, thank you, Your Honor. And I'm fucking out. Like, I jetted out of there, got on my bike, fucking ripped it the fuck out of there, went back to work at the shop. Yeah. And they're waiting. They hear me roll up. And so they're waiting outside. And they're like, fuck, like, obviously he's not in jail. And I'm like, and then we just exploded in cheer. We're just like, fucking, yeah, we're done. Like, it's all done. It's gone. Yeah, it was. Man, that was. But when he started doubling down, I'm like, oh, fuck. I might go to jail right now.
The switch up is crazy, though.
Right?
That man
I couldn't believe it.
I was fearing for my life. And it's like, bro, this nigga literally just made you laugh, like, after you saw the gun. But I feel like in that moment, it's like, what could make you, in a sort, fear for your life if this person isn't showing behavior towards that? Now, even when somebody's faking, right, you're still going to show, you can sense that, unless you're a fucking bot. You can sense that they're like, they're a little tense, you know, because you can't fake body behavior. You can't fake tone. You can't fake any of that shit. I mean, you can fake tone, but you can't fake, that shit, bro. Like, the natural response to actual danger of you getting arrested.
I wonder why he would do that, though, because it's not like he's a prosecutor. He doesn't get, like, brownie points for getting convictions.
Yeah, he's not going to gain anything.
He could have just dropped it. Yeah, he could have just dropped it.
He just wanted to hoe you for some reason, basically. Yeah. Is what I'm hearing.
I was so confused.
But it's like, what I'm kind of trying to get to is that, why in that instance would someone fear for their life? Like, why would he even lean towards that if he was serious? Say if he was serious, right? Why would he lean towards that when you weren't showing anything showing that you would go against him or anything like that? You put your hand straight on his head, right? For the viewers who are listening, he showed that he was put his hand straight on his head, right? As soon as he said he had a gun. And he was cooperative and stuff, yada yada. You made him laugh, and that's what got the joke thrown out and everything. But it's like, this stuff like happens. Like, people say that they fear for their life in certain instances, right? But for me personally, maybe I'm just crazy. I've had a gun put to my head, like a Glock. You know what I'm saying? If people know Glocks, they don't have fucking safety. Normal Glocks, they don't have the safeties where you can just turn off. Like, that shit can be blown just by you moving that shit. And it's like, I know the instances you have, how you feel in certain moments and everything. It's the body language that the other person gives to you and the emotions that you see that shows whether you're in danger or not. So it's like, why would he even lie about that if he was serious? It's just crazy to me to think about.
I think he was just sticking to his gun so he didn't look like an idiot.
Yeah, probably. So. Like, he ended up doing the search. It was illegal, and he was probably going to get some flack for it. But that's pretty crazy. Like, if that were the case and you were willing to throw someone in jail. Now, granted, I will always say I knew the consequences when I was carrying. Yeah, I wasn't just carrying for fun. Like, I was living with they're two very, I mean, you guys have met Vanessa.
Yeah.
Very petite girl and her sister, who was with my brother. Very petite women. One of them almost got snatched out of the parking lot of our fucking apartment complex.
I'd have crashed
like
out.
a week or so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna start carrying now. Fuck you. I'm not waiting for a CCW. I had already applied. I was on a fucking 9-month waiting list. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna get caught in that position where I can't do anything except use my hands.
Oh, can you send me the link to later on to apply for that CCW?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. If you could do that, that'd be fucking great for me.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna follow this arbitrary law. Like, I'm not just some Joe Schmo. I'm a Marine. Like, I've been trained. I even pistol qualled. Like, on a federal level, I have been deemed able to shoot a pistol as an expert. And you're gonna tell me that I can't carry?
Facts.
Like, I now have my CCW and I went through this process, but yeah, I was like, dude, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna wait around and
it's
maybe be in that position.
And people who don't know like how Marine training is, it's like, yes, the way we see it is kind of flipsy daisy, but someone on the outside watching it, you would take it a lot more serious because it's the fact is that we align it in a certain code, right? We go from what's the first one? We call it pizza box, but what's the actual name for it? Marksman. Yeah. I've never gotten it. You could tell because I don't even know the fucking name of it. But marksman is like the lowest. That's like basically when you're legally blind and you can barely hit the target. And then they go sharpshooter, which is where the average range is. That's like if you like you fucked up like a day, you had an off day.
Hey man, y'all never shot at Miramar, okay? Fuck you guys, bro. It's an automated range, all right? There's no pit love in that bitch, bro.
Oh. There's no pit love. The fucking tablet goes, this is where he hit.
And I go, okay.
Damn, the tablet shows it?
Dude, you literally shoot. It's on Hathcock range. It's Carlos Hathcock. Fucking.
What does that
they
mean?
have the guy, the fucking Carlos Hathcock. He was like he's pretty much the founder of like sniping in the military or in the Marines, right?
Scout sniping.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Scout Sniper School is like based on this guy. You know,
he's the one that sniped somebody with a fucking Browning 50 cal.
Yes.
Threw a scope on that bitch and sniped someone with it.
Yeah, he threw a scope on it.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's got a book. You should read it.
If people don't know what that is, that's literally a fucking machine gun. Think of a belt-fed machine gun that's firing at everything and it's like not accurate. This motherfucker threw a scope on it and sniped somebody.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that fucking range is all like wherever you hit, it shows it right there. And on our zeroing day, they were like hazing the fuck out of us, so my zero was all fucked up. And then like bro, on the 500, I was shooting, I was aiming like 10 feet away from the target, and I would be like, shoot, dude. I would literally shoot, and I'd look up at the tablet, and I would have to gauge it from there. I'd be like, that's close, like
that's actually
we all failed. We when we did our unknown distance shoot, we were all failing, and they were like, how the fuck is 100% of the class failing? And they went, remember those green dummies that they had, the ones that pop up and go down? Mm-hmm. They call them Ivans. They go and they're like, dude, you guys aren't hitting anything. And we're like, bro, I promise. Like, there's no way nobody has hit anything. So they literally went up to it and they were like punching it, bro. They were like kicking it. They were hitting it with the barrel. The sensors were broken. So they passed everybody, dude. It was fucking, it was pretty funny.
That's lit. So now you can teach people shooting and shit, right?
Yeah, well, like this upcoming range, I will. Maybe I'll even get the little hat. I'll get the little safari hat.
You gotta buy that yourself.
No? Yeah, you have to buy it yourself. They do not give it to you. Yeah, we were like, so when do we get our hat? They were like, you guys better go to Pendleton, dumbasses. And we're like, all right.
Okay. Wait, so does that mean you have to? Does that mean you can skip shooting qual or what? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I'm a coach now, so I don't have to qual. I just I'm gonna go there. The reason why they sent me, the reason why I was able to get out of ITX was because most of the CMCs in our unit, like Brown, like Sergeant Brown and shit, like they're all getting out and shit. So we need more CMCs. So fucking, that's why they sent me.
Shit, I'd have did it, bro. I'd have showed up.
Bro, that shit was fun as fuck. I met some homies out there. It was cool.
Turn the rifle to right a little bit and shoot that thing off. Real quick. Yep. That's it right now. That's it right now. My
That's literally what I do. Like, because like for the last like couple of days, it's just you coaching people, and you're like, are you breathing? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, all right, we'll breathe better. And they're like, okay. It's like that's pretty much it, dog. Like align your body or whatever. But fucking, are you guys excited for the ball?
Yes.
Yes. It's my first ball,
Dude, the ball's gonna be dope.
It's my
This is
first
gonna
ball.
be it for me, boys.
Oh shit!
Bro.
Yeah, I haven't told you yet, Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm getting out.
Well,
Now.
wait. What do you mean?
He's
You
getting
guys
out.
want to hear some shit? I already told Jay this.
What?
How long have you been at the unit?
Me?
Yep.
Since May of 21. So
Okay, so 4 years.
so 22, 23, 24. So like 3.5 years.
Damn, I'm only
Have
been
you-
2.5 years? That's crazy.
Have you ever once been made aware that as a reservist, your EAS, the day that you get to leave the Marine Corps, as a reservist, it is not the day that you went to boot camp. It is the day that you swore in when you went to MEPS.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 6 years from that.
Yes. So
Dude.
for me, that's a 7-month difference.
For me, that's a 6 months difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
So-
you want to know how this holds me though? Because this my homie, and he keeps me calm. Because it is like, I'm not gonna be calm anymore because he's not in here anymore, and then I gotta deal with fuckheads like Fuentes, and then I gotta deal with that, bro.
You guys are fucked.
It's fucking, bro. I'm gonna crash
Yeah,
out. Bro.
so I got a text and I was like, the text just said, hey, I just got word that you're getting out next drill. This was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This
it one
was
of
our
our guys?
platoon commander, yeah.
Oh shit.
And so he's like, yeah, I just found out that you're getting out next drill. And I'm like, yeah, me too. What the fuck are you talking about?
Facts.
Because I thought I was going to have to drill out and then I couldn't and then all this shit. Turns out, yeah, it's fucking, my EAS date is not May, it's December of this year.
Damn.
So we got October, we got the ball, and that's it.
That's it. We don't have a December.
Yeah.
We don't. So that's it. So I'm checking out next weekend, and then we go to the ball, and then that's my last time in uniform is the ball, and then that's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
nuts.
trippy even
I'm
thinking
gonna be
about
hella
that, bro.
sad.
How do you think about that? How do you feel about it? Like that your last time officially putting on that uniform, like being
When I
required.
first found out, it took me about 3 hours to stop jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And then finally, I knew this would happen one day. Finally, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be it. Like, I'm gonna get out. This is it. It's done. This was the fastest fucking 6 years of my life.
Yeah.
And then
Not
that's
even
it. Like,
six. It's been like
I'm done.
4.5 for you, hasn't it, or something like that?
No, bro. I mean, since I hit the unit, it's been like 5.
Oh
I
shit.
got to
Okay,
the unit in
so
Yeah. 'Cause you gotta remember
January.
Schoolhouse is like a year, and when you go to combat, and then schoolhouse.
Yeah, so maybe 4.5, 5
Yeah.
years. Yeah. But
Probably like 4 3/4.
probably 4.5. I think you're right, Andrew.
Or 4.5.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so like this is it, you know? And so that feeling kind of set in. I'm like, damn. But my experience at the unit in the Marine Corps, I've met some cool guys I probably will never see again. Like Isaacson, never see that guy again in my life.
yeah.
Like I won't. He's not in the state. I only saw him when we went up there or he came down. Like that's it. I won't see him again. I won't see Whitlock again.
Yeah.
But it took me probably 3 years to actually get tight with anybody from the unit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it took me a while. I'm not a very people person.
Yeah, me too.
You know, tend to flock and make friends very easily. I'm pretty fucking reserved. And so it took me a while to get tight. But with the guys that I am tight with, I have no concern that I'm not going to see them again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That is what's cool about the reserves, because we're also
Yeah.
close. Or
Yeah,
at least
we
fairly
live in the
close,
same area.
you know? Yeah.
The only
in the
one
same
that's
state,
far
at least,
is,
you know?
like, the only one that it's going to be a little more difficult to see is Dodd. But I go out that way all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Out to the coast. Like,
Yeah.
the guys that I'm close with, I'm not worried about seeing you guys after
Yeah.
I'm out. And so that's pretty much like the only
Bro, you're gonna be
reservation
in the
for me would
crib.
be
We're
that.
gonna be in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's
Yep.
not too bad. But it's just the fact that you're not gonna be there is what's pissing me off a little bit.
So
The
that's
fact that
the
homie is not
part
gonna be
that makes me so fucking happy is that I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be there. Fuck that shit. No,
The
I
military
pretty
is
much,
gay. It is pretty gay.
It's not gay. Like, it sucks at times. Over the years, I've matured a lot, and I've realized, like, this is not fucking bad at all. And if it weren't for some other circumstances, I could definitely see myself re-enlisting. You know, maybe collecting a fucking $35,000 bonus by.
Yeah.
By the way, that's what the fucking bonus is. 25
That's
or
what,
35 grand.
Did they throw that at you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it sprinkled?
No. It's sprinkled, yeah.
Oh,
Sprinkled?
it's sprinkled, so you can't do lump sum.
Over the course of the time that you sign up for it.
But sometimes that's better because it allows you not to spend it all at once. And your
yeah.
check
also-
that you get from drill is going to be bigger too.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably promote, like, immediately. You get 50 points. That's the other thing. You get 50 points on your JPEG score. So you're pretty much automatically going to promote. Like, whatever score you have, it's going to put you over. So pretty much what you're getting is, we'll say 25 because I don't remember. Pretty much what you're getting is 25 grand and a promotion.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't tell anybody this, but mentally I was like, all right. If the bonus is $45,000, I'll do it. Because that's exactly how much debt I have. So if I could fucking do that, boom, get the money, I'll pay off all my debt, and then
you'd actually
I'll do
be
it for another
making.
couple
Because if I make good money from drill, same shit, dude. Same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it becomes worth it. That's the hard
I don't
part.
think it's not like it's a horrible thing or it's unbearable. I think for me, it was just I was just talking to another Marine. He actually was a fucking internet salesman that stumbled into my clubhouse last night. He saw our bar and the game was on, so he was walking around the neighborhood and he just fucking walked in. But anyways, I was talking to him and just kind of telling him, like, for me, I had these expectations of what the Marine Corps was. And then you go through boot camp. And if you're somebody who's, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but you guys are the same way. Like, you're a little higher caliber, a little more driven, a little more in shape, whatever.
Yeah.
You see some of these fucking shit bags just scurry their way through and they fucking get the EGA and become Marines. And it completely taints the whole picture. Like, you look at it and you're like, that guy's a Marine? Like, you let this guy in? What the fuck is this then?
Exactly.
That's fair.
So that was my viewpoint from as soon as I got out of, boot camp, like pre-job school, pre-MCT. That was my opinion, was like, whoa, maybe this is not what I thought.
Yeah.
And then, the reserves, I don't think I would have went active if I could go back and change it.
Fuck no.
I like the reserves. I got to where I'm at now. I own several businesses and my e-com shit's blowing up. Like, I wouldn't be in this position if I didn't make that decision. So I'm glad I did it. But yeah, it just wasn't my thing. Like, the amount of attention you have to give to it, the amount of shitbags that are there. It's just like, that's why I had such a hard time getting tight with anybody, because I'm like, dude, a lot of these guys suck. Like, I would not hang out with these fuckers outside
it
of here.
seems like a joke, dude, because you're so focused on whatever your endeavors are within your personal life, and then you go there and you have a grown ass man yelling at you, and you're like, "What are your credentials, dude? What separates you and I, and what gives you the right to tell me what to do?" And it's like, "Oh, because you've been here longer. You've been doing this dumb shit longer. Like, what is that? How does that put you ahead of me?
Like,
you know, like, so it's hard. You have to like swallow your pride. So it's weird. It's definitely an adjustment, because if you were to go like, physically too, because you'll see like absolute dorks. You're like, I would crush you with my hands, and I have to do whatever you say. You know, like fucking.
I'm like, I will kill you with my bare hands, and you can do nothing about it. But yet you're telling me what to do.
Exactly, but that's because you go home and you have your own life. If you went active duty, all you would know is a rank structure and like the way like that things are run. And I'll never take for granted like what it gave to me. Yes, exactly. Like dude, you talk to an active duty guy and they're like, whoa, they abide by things a lot tighter because that's what they're used to every day.
Yep.
They're hypnotized.
But that's also because that's what it's like fucking, you're pretty much getting molested by Uncle Sam. They always call it the green weenie. If that green weenie's always rubbing on your face, dude, you're gonna get real used to it. If it's touching your face once a month and then it goes away, and then you're like, oh, money, pussy, whoa, like opportunities, and then this fucking green weenie comes back, you're like, that's annoying. Get away from me. You know?
Yep.
It's easier. It's like a frog boiling in water.
100%, bro.
Elaborate on that.
Like if you're a frog, like you ever heard the analogy of like a frog? If you toss a frog in boiling water, it'll jump out, right? That's us every weekend when we go. But if that frog is sitting in the water and you start turning that oven on, and eventually you get to that boiling point, that frog is going to get used to that water as it gets hotter, and it's going to boil alive because that's what it knows.
It's used to it and it's accepting towards it.
Yes, exactly.
That's kind of how
and
I
you want to know
about the new people joining our unit a little bit.
Exactly, because you look at them and they're like, "Oh, good morning, sir," and you're like, "Shut up, you fucking dork!" But it's because you're used to coming from your fucking union job, or like you're a painter or whatever.
Not even
you're like, dude, stop being a faggot.
It's not even boots, bro. Sometimes it could even be like, you can even be like some sergeants, you know, say like a sergeant joins, right? Not even necessarily in our platoon, but like some sergeant joins, right? Comes from active duty, right? And he's looking around and he's just like, what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah.
But it's because you're bled to think a certain way, right? This person is God, right? This person one rank above me is God compared to me. And then you're just in that thought process to where I have to respect God's word no matter what. And I'm here and he's there. And then you come to a point where you can question, like it's closer, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily you're on the same level, but you're closer. It's more reachable. You can reach out and touch that light. And so it's like they're questioning about it. They're just like, why are they acting this way? Why are they talking to the sergeants? Why are the sergeants talking to them back? Why are the staff sergeants acknowledging like about their plans about doing something? And then why is it working? Like, you know, they're just in wow for that whole situation. And I've seen it a good amount of times. Like different people coming through.
We were all that guy at one point. You show up and you're like,
oh yeah,
why is nobody yelling at me? You know, this is what I'm used to. And that's another thing that I could add to that is that I'll never take for granted what like military gave me as it pertains to like discipline and being able to like exhibit myself in a professional manner whenever it's warranted, right? So if I'm in a situation and I know this dude is like some important person that I need to portray a professional role to in order for me to advance my career, or just to like, you know, give him a professional image of myself, like a sanitized version. I know how to do that because it was fucking screamed at me and it was beaten into me that I have to do that, you know? And not everybody has that. You'll see dudes and they're like, "Oh, hey, sir," like they don't know what they're doing. You're like, "Oh, you fucking dork, you already fucked up," you know?
Yep. Yep. 100%. Yeah, I think the other thing too, the reason why I'm not looking back very much is what we said towards the beginning of this podcast, which is I don't know if I want to go fight a war for a bunch of fucking corrupt politicians.
Yeah, people who've never seen like the dark side of life.
We all signed up at 18 years old, dude. It's a pipe dream. Literally, you know why I joined? My recruiter came into the class and he was drinking a bang. And I was like, dude, this guy's fucking awesome. I like to drink bangs. This guy knows what's up. I'll go to war. Fuck it, dude. Being a Marine sounds awesome. He was like, talk to me after class. I was gone right there, dude. He got me already. Like,
yeah.
Like fucking, but then I look into it and it's like, dude, like first year, second year, third year, I was like, I'm down. Even when the whole Ukraine shit happened, remember when the company commander was like, you guys need to be ready at a moment's notice, whatever, like this is our area of expertise type shit. You're like, oh, I'm ready to go. Or at least I felt like that. But now I'm like, fuck that, dude. You see like the politicians and shit, none of them are fighting. They would send us to go die. I have a full-time job. Like I've been in too long, and I've gained too much for myself for me to go and throw my body at a war that has nothing to do with me.
Life away.
Yes.
All your accomplishments are just domed, and that's
It's
why
like I don't have any beef with any Israelis, any Palestinians, any Russians. I don't give a fuck, dude. They're all my homies as I'm concerned. Like, I would get along with them if I saw them in person. It's these bigwigs that are millions or billionaires, and they're never going to have to deal with the conflict themselves. So why should I?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Am I gonna degrade myself? I'm not an idiot. I see what's going on. Am I going to let myself drop to the level of a pawn? Why would I do that? If I was on a chessboard and I know that I have the capabilities of something more than a pawn, why would I actively choose to throw myself at it?
Yep.
Like a pawn.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You can choose to be a pawn, or you can open your eyes and see. Like, I think for me, it was Ukraine and it was Israel. These two conflicts, and there's some pretty major. I mean, they're not huge World War III conflicts, but they can definitely lead there.
Yes.
But it's two wars that we have gotten to witness from beginning. Like, day one, this is what happened. And now with the internet, we can see, like, hold on.
You can poke holes in it. You can poke holes in the narrative. Because it's not, look, the Nazis are the bad guy. You see the development of it. So you go, oh, these guys bombed them. Oh, damn, they bombed them back. It's like seeing the whole video. Okay, you ever see like a fucked up arrest, right? And they're like, oh, look, this guy's fucking killing this guy. And then you see the whole footage and you're like, I mean, that could have, like, now that I see the whole thing, now you're seeing the whole thing, but with hope. So it's like, rather than these are the bad guys, you're seeing, I mean, the good guys kind of fucked up a little bit. That's kind of fucked. Like, I see why the bad guys did what they did. And now I feel less justified going in there and calling them bad guys than killing them,
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly
it.
It's
not even just killing them. It's like going in there and risking my life for something that I don't even feel is that just.
Right. Like, I hear this all the time, I think this opinion is starting to become very common. If anything from any country on earth came to the shores of the West Coast or the East Coast, it's fucking game on.
That's different. Exactly.
You're
that's
coming
directly
here.
right here.
We're coming
here.
If
somebody punches your mom, you're going to be like, I'll kill you, But if you heard that somebody punched somebody's mom across the other side of the world, and then you also heard this and that, and then they're like,
fuck your mama.
I'm pretty sure that, and then you have two sides that are like, no, his mom punched her first or whatever, and then you're like, I don't even know what I'm fighting for anymore,
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why.
That's it.
And that's why I feel like I don't want to be put in a spot where, say, like, other countries aren't respecting who we elect, right? Let's say this whole thing goes to shit. We do get elected a new president, right? And it's a person who isn't respected by the other countries, right? What does that breed when you?
That's already happened, brother.
When you can't breed respect, it immediately shows the other countries that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, well, just put that into a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, and I'm not sexist or nothing. I'm not even 100% with like what anybody else says. Like, cause I feel like all of them are just little shits who are just fucking shielded their whole life. But it's like I gotta go with who has the best relationship with like different countries who we're most likely gonna fight with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
That, you
it's
know
like
what, and
that's
exactly
my
what you're
life
saying is what
interest.
the fighting is about, dude.
Yes.
That's what people say. They're like, "Oh, how are you going to side with them?" And it's like, well, because they have my best interest. Like me as a
Facts.
person, like if I side with them, most likely it's going to end up most profitable for me. For you to side with anybody else would be dumb, but that's not always what the moral compass points to.
Yeah. But it's like it just goes that whole like circle of life, man, to where there's gonna be some people who just make it a little bit farther than you do in your time, and that they have to call the shots. It's like in prison, right? This
Mm-hmm.
person has a little bit more rank on you in prison, and they are the shot caller. So therefore, whatever they say, you have to do, or you're gonna get whacked
Yeah.
because you didn't follow that order. Everybody else can hate it too, right? This is how the Marine works for all those. This is how the Marine Corps works for all you guys are listening, like the military. You have shot callers, right? I'm gonna put it in prison terms. You have shot callers, and you have people who are under them, who are like they have a little bit of influence, but they don't really, but they still follow what the shot caller says. But that shot caller still is the person who makes that call, no matter what the other people disagree with or agree with or not. So we can be in the military, right? Because a lot of people have this shit like fucked up and like mixed up to where they think that if you're in the military, you like killing people, you like doing this, that, and the third, you kill babies, you do the whatever they say about like Marines and stuff. But at the end of the day, you're only following what somebody who has more time and grade, like Bacham said earlier, like Andrew said earlier, is that whoever has more time and grade, and just because you've been there longer, you're listening to that person. So, in your best interest, you're going to naturally want to be with the person and go vote for the person that who's not going to put you in a shitty ass situation to where your shot caller is going to make the decision to throw you in the line of fire just because it's more salubrious, which means beneficial to one's health and well being. It's more salubrious for you to be in that spot. So that means they can throw your life away in that moment just because it's going to get another platoon in a better position.
Yeah.
Overall, fast forward, you're not going to be in that bad situation when you vote for somebody who's in a good spot, who's in a good relationship with other countries, and who's not going to make that bad shot call. So it's like people have to think about this stuff. They don't think about that. They just go for whoever, like how they look, right, or whoever they hear about somebody else.
It's about whoever anybody else that it's whatever the popular opinion is at that time. Really, that's what you'll see. You'll see
100%.
there. It's groupthink and it's sheepthink. It's everybody else said that this is nice, so I think that this is nice. There's no independent thought or opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody forms like if you weren't raised with principles, you ain't fucking gonna form them. Nobody forms value structures or principles after their childhood anymore.
It's hard.
Pretty
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like
It's
if
very
all,
It's all
and,
glazed
and for me, it's changed. Like we were just talking about all the military and what we're willing to do now versus what we were when we were 18. Those things change as you gain perspective. But yeah, I mean, people they just buy into the game. They don't understand. Like to me, I always saw politics when I started paying attention, which was when I was in high school, 2016, when Trump was first running. I started paying attention and learning about politics. To me, I'm religious, I'm a Christian. To me, it's good versus evil. I think you can draw that conclusion even if you're not religious, if you just believe that there is a objective good and an objective evil. I think you can draw that conclusion. I think in our time, we're past the point of two equally capable, respectable parties and individuals representing those parties debating the solutions to the problems of the country.
Yeah.
I think we're way past that of, okay, well, here's the problems. Can we both agree this is a problem? Yes. Okay. Well, this is my solution that I think will work. That's his solution that he thinks will work. You guys vote for which solutions you think are best for the nation.
It's
We're
not that
fucking
anymore.
way past
Yeah,
that.
you're
I
definitely
mean, we're
right.
talking about. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but just to pinpoint a little bit of the contrast, Kamala's interviews and her she just had like this media siege. She just did like 6 fucking different talk shows, podcasts, whatever, in like just a couple days. Like she just went ham on that shit. She's just saying the same things, like not repeating the same concepts, but saying the same things, like rehearsed. And
Yes.
I don't think I've seen it this bad ever. Even with Hillary, I don't think it was this bad. She is just straight up lying.
It's
Like
script.
straight up. It's such easily disproven, immediately disproven claims. But it doesn't matter because it's her and the entire media army versus Trump and whatever supporters he has. But she's got the whole establishment on her side, so she can say whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
And that's
it's
so far.
because he's Trump.
It's because he has.
Because it's my team against your team now. It's not. It's not.
I think it's more.
These
than
are my
that.
opinions.
Yeah, you are right. It is.
Elaborate
it is
on
like
that.
two factions, but I think it's more like. It's definitely team versus team, but it is like this team just got a new coach who just came up with an entirely new strategy. And his strategy will fucking destroy our team and our entire legacy. Like, we're talking about, Trump said he's bringing fucking Bobby. You guys know Bobby Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing him in. Talked about putting him in charge of the CIA to root through the fucking Kennedy files and blast them.
Good.
We're talking
That
about
would be
that
insane.
type of shit.
That would flip
Wouldn't
it
that
on
be
its
fucking
head.
nuts? Now
That would
tell
flip
me
it on its
it's
head.
not good versus evil when you have one side who doesn't declassify that and one side who's like, oh yeah, we're blasting this shit. It's transparency. He talked about
in the person on the side that you are saying has the moral high ground has a direct, not even like moral or religious tie, a genetic tie. It was his uncle.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yes.
root this out. You go, you killed my uncle. So how about we start from the top and go down and fucking root out the problems here?
Yep.
Because the problems that you have created have directly affected me and my family.
Yeah, my life was altered by what you guys did for the same reason that they just tried to fucking off Trump. Twice.
Nobody
They
talks
tried to
about
off
it. Nobody
that
talks about it.
Nobody
How many
even
times
realizes.
have you heard about it, dude?
I mean,
First
I'm
one got
very
covered
deep
for
into
about a
this
week.
shit.
Second one got covered for literally a day.
Yeah, maybe a full day.
Maybe
a
a
full
day.
news day. And that was it. But we're talking about
It was
you
3
lie.
days. It was 3 days. They put it on
3
for
3 days,
days,
huh?
and took it off.
Yeah.
It's I keep hearing this, and this is the fucking game plan that I've seen so far. It just repeats itself. It's lie, 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 cheat. Lie about Trump, lie about Trump, lie about Trump, try to put him in prison. Okay, they failed. Lie about Trump, lie about Trump, lie about Trump, try to fucking shoot him in the head. Okay, they failed. So what are they going to do now? in this next lie cheat cycle coming up to the election, what are they going to do? What are they going to try to pull to make sure he don't get in office? Because he knows.
What is Biden doing right now? Where is Biden?
Bro, he's taking a nap.
Biden gave away the spot to the Democratic Party.
Hey, you wanna know something though?
He said, "Yo, he's taking a nap talk."
You know how I don't know if you guys watched the debate, but Trump was like, oh, and by the way, Biden hates her ass, talking about Kamala.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, that is so true.
Yeah.
Like, he is taking jabs at her. Remember, I don't know if you guys saw, he fucking put on a MAGA hat.
Oh,
he went and visited some fire station. He put a MAGA hat on, and everyone was like, what the fuck? That's weird. Why would he do that? And then this whole DeSantis thing, they're about to get hit, or they already have been hit by Hurricane Milton. And Kamala was like, you guys know DeSantis, the governor of Florida?
Yeah.
He's like fucking OG. He's probably going to be the next guy who takes the nomination for the Republican Party as president after Trump. But,
I think he has a good chance.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's a G.
Yeah.
But he goes, Kamala's like, yeah, I think it's very immature that he won't return my phone calls, and I've been trying to get a hold of him to help with this disaster relief and all this. And DeSantis came on the news, and he was like, all right, first of all, she hasn't fucking called me once. Second of all, she has no role in this. She's the vice president. She has no role in this at all. I'm dealing directly with the president, Joe Biden, who's been very cooperative, right? And he's talking about, like, dealing with FEMA and dealing with Biden. And Kamala, at this point, does not play a role, right? And then Biden comes on the news, and he goes, oh, yeah, DeSantis has been very cooperative, and he's getting all the information that we need, and we've been working very close. I gave him my personal cell number, so we're in close contact. And he, like, totally undermines Kamala on this whole fuck DeSantis thing, because she basically just tried to use the hurricane as, number one, a political stage where she can show, like, oh, I'm helping. And also to jab at DeSantis.
I don't mean to cut you off, but do you guys watch the Sean Ryan show?
I've seen a lot of it, but I don't watch it regularly.
His most recent guest was these two dudes, and they're like former special forces guys, and they have this it's a company. I don't know if it's a company or some sort of private organization, but it's called Aerial Recovery, where they have helicopters and all kinds of equipment to help with natural disasters, and obviously with the whole hurricane and shit, they've been going into the mountains of like North Carolina and Tennessee and been recovering people and shit. And he personally was like calling dudes, and he's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, he's like, because with National Guard, right, that's their shit, right? It's shit that's within our country. They're like, yo, we need to use your equipment in order to save people. There's people that are trapped in their homes, especially in rural areas where this hurricane is affecting.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, we can't get clearance. Nobody's giving us clearance. And he's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And he's like, I'm telling you right now, dude, Kamala showed up, took a picture with our loaded up Chinook full of supplies, left, and they didn't send the Chinook.
Yep.
Wow.
It was a photo op.
It never left. It was a photo op. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the type of shit, right? I mean, I'll warn you guys. Coming up to the election here, I don't know if you guys have ever gone through this, like, spurt, but, like, you're like, all right, let me watch the debate, let me just stay current. And then, okay, they brought up a couple things. Let me research those things. And that just leads you on these different trails, and you just start fucking diving into politics.
Yeah.
I've been diving into it, like, with different podcasts and different research. And this shit going on with this hurricane, man, fucking insane.
It's weird, huh? Are you talking about,
insane.
Are you talking about, like, how odd it is?
How... All right, well, this is a fact. FEMA came out almost immediately and said, yeah, we're running low on funds with this hurricane. Like when they were like called on to come relieve these people, which is the whole reason they exist. They were like, yeah, we're running low on funds. And as soon as they said that, everyone's like, okay, but you can give $700 to each illegal immigrant and a hotel room and a plane ticket to any swing state that they want to fucking go to.
FEMA did that?
Oh, yeah.
FEMA.
That was part of their fucking...
What is FEMA's acronym stand for?
Let's look that up.
Let me look it up.
Because let's see if that makes sense that they would be doing that. Anything other for political reasons, because...
Federal Emergency Management Agency.
How the fuck does that have to do with immigration?
Yeah, right? Nothing.
Unless, let's just say hypothetically, you have people that are backing your organization that have money interests that would benefit you if you were to give these monies to immigrants, and it would make them vote a certain way that would give you more money.
Yes. Crazy thought.
Is that
maybe
crazy?
If we send them to swing states, maybe if we get them hotel rooms and fly them to swing states, they'll vote Democrat and they will drown the rest of the votes. Maybe that's why they've been importing illegal immigrants for the last 12 fucking years. Because Trump came in and then he shut it down and they opened it all back up again.
Think about this. They're going to be loyal because think about it. The whole idea of America to outside people is democracy, right?
Yeah.
Democratic Party, right?
Yeah.
Yes, even though the Republican Party is still under that whole democracy info, that's the donkey is still on that side. You know what I'm saying? Or the elephant is still on the democracy side. And it's like, when you bring these people who are brought to by this Democratic Party, right, by a certain figure, right, this figure is going to be God to them because they brought them out of circumstances that were holding them under slim, right?
Yes.
They're holding them at a bad advantage. So if you bring enough people in, they're going to support whoever was a part of that process to do so.
Right.
All they know is that this person let them in. This person was building a wall to shut them down. Those are going to be the two mindsets that you're going to have in those situations. It's going to be the enemy, and it's going to be whoever's your friend. It's always been like that in every tribe, in every situation on Earth, all the way back to Adam. Satan was the enemy tribe. God was the tribe who was raising you and growing you. And those outside references and those outside things is something that they would push away. The idea of it. That's why you have people who are in denial like that, who are saying, no, no matter what, this person's wrong. Yes.
Well, think about it. Think about it. If I was suffocating, right?
Yeah.
If you're suffocating, what is the one thing you need?
Air.
Yes. So if you get that air, you're like, oh my God, I love air so much. And then air's like, vote for me. And fucking some other, obviously this is a dumb analogy, but like not air is like, hey, no, you should vote for me because we actually have your best interests at heart. Look at our policies. You're going to go, I don't even want to look at your policies, dude, because when I needed air that fucking bad, they were there for me. So no matter what, you're wrong.
Think about, you guys know anything about the Great New Deal?
Like FDR?
Yep.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, me neither.
I just know FDR did it.
It was basically the birth of welfare.
Yes.
In essence. But it was completely aimed to get the black vote. And so they were like, oh, we're going to give you money. We're going to give you tax breaks. We're going to give you all this free shit.
Yeah.
And then the black vote from then till now, it's finally starting to change. Barely,
Then
starting
to
to
now,
change at this
keyword,
point.
then to
Yeah.
now. That's a
They're
long
like-
ass fucking time.
You've been promising us shit for fucking decades, and
Yeah,
you never come
people
through.
are starting to open their eyes, dude. If you look, like, Trump is unk now, bro. Like, how long did it take for that to happen? You look at, like, Reagan, and it's like nobody. You go to the hood, they're like, fuck Reagan, bro. He's selling crack here, you know. You got to fuck. That's a long, and he was.
That's true
but
too. They did.
It's a long, it's very true. Like Iran Contra, that's a whole nother fucking story, bro. That shit's crazy. You guys ever looked into Iran Contra?
Tell me about it.
So Iran Contra. So the Sandinistas the Sandinistas in the fucking where was it, in Nicaragua? They put like a puppet leader in charge, right? So that he could become overthrown. And we supplied them, so like war dogs, like Jonah Hill and Miles Teller.
Mhm.
So they make money off of selling weapons. The CIA was started as the OSS at the end of World War II. And it was like a spy agency in order for us to increase our abilities to like have intel on other countries. And as soon as World War II was over, who was it? Lyndon B. Johnson? The president immediately after World War II was like, we should disband the OSS. Like they were useful during the war when we needed them in desperate times, but now they are no longer needed. And they were like, hey, motherfucker, there's a lot of dudes that have a lot of jobs within this, and we need to keep this going. Yes. So they would overthrow it, just like as it got like later on within the timeline, Kennedy became president. And we had a bunch of interests in Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos because there was a bunch of people there and we were selling weapons and we were selling opium and shit and we were trying to get out of there. And JFK was like, why the fuck would we start a war with Vietnam? And the top heads from the OSS, CIA, were like, hey, no, it would be in our best interest to go over there. And he goes, no, I don't think I want to go over there. Boom, bullet goes through the back of his head. Now we're in Vietnam, right?
Yep.
So that goes by. Nixon's the president. Nixon's like, I don't know about this, guys. And they're like, we'll fucking kill you. And he's like, okay, I'll just get impeached, right? So then shit goes by, and the CIA gains more and more power. And fucking, then it's around the Reagan administration, and we have the Contras and the Sandinistas, and that's in Nicaragua. We put a puppet president there because they had a lot of we put a fucking communist dictator there so that we could have a reason to be sending these guns and drugs there so that we can make money from it. So if you put a puppet government there, you say, this is why we need to be in Nicaragua. Just like this is why we need to be in Iran, because where's Iran? It's in the Middle East. What's in the Middle East? A bunch of oil. What does the CIA want? They want money. What does oil make? Money. Just like with fucking weapons and guns and drugs.
And a pause on that too.
They did the same thing, yeah.
And a pause on that too, to kind of make what you're saying more true, so people can kind of understand it, is that why would you put somebody right into a situation where they become this enemy of the state? Like he said, the people need a reason to be there.
Yes.
And why do you have to give the people a reason to be there? Because they pay for it. So if you are there and you're giving them a reason to hate somebody, they have to be acceptable to that reason. Why? Is because without that acceptability towards it, your credibility, it's not gonna last very long. So you need your goals to be done, and you need those people to support it behind you. And that relates to today's date too as well, because if you are showing these people, right, that you're sending these choppers out, right, to help people, you're sending these things out, and all this propaganda that brother Bacham was talking about today, and it's like, if you don't show that image that you're there, even though you don't do it, all you have to do is show people. You have to give reason, like he was talking about. You have to give that reason for them to want to accept you being there. We keep going though.
Exactly. Yeah. So with the Contras and the Sandinistas, once they were able to overthrow the puppet, like communist dictatorship, they go, okay, well, look what these guys are doing. Now they're bringing drugs into our communities.
Mm-hmm.
Little did they know the CIA would just bring fucking drugs and they would drop them off in the middle of the hood. And then obviously, when motherfuckers are going to see, if I saw a kilo of cocaine and I was broke as fuck, I'd go, let me get that so I can sell it so I can make money to feed
Facts.
my family.
Uh-huh.
But then they throw me in jail, right? That's what happens to a whole community of people. And that's why fucking a lot of black communities are still down in the gutter because they got fucked over a long time ago. But it's also happened in the Middle East. So like Gaddafi, Iraq,
Mm-hmm.
Saddam Hussein in oh wait, no, was Hussein Iraq? I don't know. A bunch of these Middle Eastern places, right?
Hussein was
the
Cuba, I think, right?
no that was Fidel.
That was Fidel Castro. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hussein was Iran.
They will yes.
Hussein was
So,
Iran.
so Iran and Iraq are right there together too. And that's another thing too, because they'll have a bunch of Assyrians. So there's Christians in Iran and Iraq. They originally like the capital of Assyria, Nineveh, I believe it's called, was originally in Iraq. And then a lot of Assyrians, most of my homies that are from Turlock, because we have a large Assyrian population, are from Iran.
Mm-hmm.
And all kinds of shit sparked from that conflict because we would train these guys. We would get them from their countries. We would bring them over. We would train them. Do you know what's crazy? Is that the same guys that were trained to fly like fighter jets and shit also were trained to. You guys know that the guys that flew into the Twin Towers were trained in Guantanamo Bay?
I know. Look,
there's all kinds of shit, bro. Like there's like Gaddafi was a CIA operative.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein was a CIA operative. They will send these guys there, and they'll go, "Yes, you have our full support." And then they go, "Look at this fucking bad guy, go kill him." And then once we're over there, they go, "Oh, since we're already over here, wait a minute. There's a bunch of oil in the ground. Let's go get that oil."
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
For the people who don't know, Guantanamo Bay is a prison that we have, and it's an area that we have. It's and that we are controlling. It's like
I fucked that up. I fucked that up. They weren't trained at Guantanamo Bay. They were trained at the same flying facility as something else. It was an American flying facility though that was sponsored by the CIA, and obviously they ended up in Guantanamo Bay. But that was a misspoke.
Okay, good. I'm glad you clarified that. But that so scratch that Guantanamo part. But the fact that he's saying the piece of what he's saying, don't misinterpret what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say is that we have this connection to those groups of people in that we're putting them in situations to where they can become this enemy for us so we can quote unquote rise above this section that we're in, right? Propaganda, boom. Twin Towers comes through, bam. So what do? As soon as Twin Towers come in, everybody signs up and they go straight to the fucking Middle East. Yep. What do they have in the Middle East? Oil. What do we need in this time? Because in this time, we're in a downtwine because the Middle East is doing their shit. They're rising above, right? What happens when people grow? When people grow, they choose different options to what they had when they were younger, to what they had when they were like more when they were smaller. Like to put it in a scope, if I'm dating 5s and 6s of bad bitches, right? They're not bad bitches because 5s and 6s, right? And I'm leveling up, and I'm dating 9s or 10s now, my expectation is that the offer that you're going to give me is at a 9 or 10 level. But because these people are growing, we need a reason to infiltrate and to disorder that. He's saying that we have connection to it is basically what he's saying. If you didn't understand anything else I said, understand that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brother Bacham spit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. And like, I really do view it as good versus evil. It's such hypocrisy and lies. And it's so easy now with the internet that you can just, I mean, we're talking about in their debate, right? She threw out so many different little talking points about Trump that have already been disproven or that you would go back and watch a little bit more context of what he said and disprove it. Like, it's so easy, but she just don't get called on it, not by the media.
Because it's about moderators. It's whoever is controlling the platform.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, it's, and I've been diving deep into this with the hurricane and.
Dude, have you looked into like Helene and then Milton? Milton's gonna be insane, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that they made these hurricanes?
Yes.
You think so?
I'm not gonna say who did it,
I think there's situations to where you can cause it.
but
Most definitely. Like scientifically.
if I had to assume who knows how to control the weather, I would say that their name starts with a J and ends with the ooze. You know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers have had weather controlling technology for a very long time, and people choose to deny it.
Yeah. Kanye was
My
on
brother, I'm
something.
telling you, Kanye's not
A
lying.
lot of these countries do. Like, a lot of these countries have already used it.
Everything.
And like that's what the people in the sky do. Like when they need to make
Who
rain
runs
happen,
Hollywood?
they put shit in the sky.
What is the
I
most
was
powerful
just-
thing? What is the most powerful thing to control the common populace?
Yeah.
No. Listen. No. What do the most common, like, what does the common man consume every day?
What?
The media, right?
Yeah.
Who controls Hollywood?
The left.
Yeah. That's facts.
They're pretty damn good at hiding it. I'll tell you that.
They're hiding in fucking tunnels, brother.
I just
Saw
want to
that?
say,
Pretty good at hiding
Saw
it.
that? Did you see that?
I just want to say this podcast is never getting above a certain level now. But fuck it.
I would never kill myself.
I would never kill myself. Say it too, Klein Smith.
I would never kill myself.
Never fucking ever would I kill myself. Just so we're fully stated and known.
Hold on. Hey, can you pull up them coming out of the tunnels real quick? Tell me they're
Who
not
coming out
controlling
of
the
the
weather. Pull up that video and tell me that they're not controlling the weather.
Wait, who?
Jews tunnels, New York. Look that up. I like.
We know they control the weather.
I love Adam
We know they
Sandler.
do.
Like, fucking, they got some cool stories. They terrify me.
Secret tunnel in New York, City Knowledge Explained. Secret Jewish tunnels that sparked the Brooklyn riot. Let's watch that.
Baby, has the kitten eaten?
My fucking shit wants to be. I forgot my freaking screen is touchscreen.
Oh, look at that guy.
Installing some, they broke through into a tunnel that ran below the building, and they were very surprised by this. It turns out that a small number of the students at the shul, who were actually here from Israel, were digging a tunnel from the basement into adjoining buildings and taking the dirt and actually filling up a disused communal bath house. They said that the reason they were doing that was they poured it on, and then they cut a hole through a grate so that they could come up out onto the sidewalk without having to get the key to the padlock to the cellar doors. The people who are in charge of 770 at Eastern Parkway, when they discovered this, immediately put into motion plans to fill in the tunnels with cement. Unfortunately, these students, 5 of them, jumped into the hole and would not allow workers to complete the repairs. Strangely enough, they also would not get out of the holes once the police were called to remove them. And they literally started pulling panels off the wall in the sanctuary. And the police had to, in the end, use OC spray or pepper spray to subdue them and to get them to follow directions and get out. Rabbi
What?
Menachem Schneerson is famous. And one of his final edicts before he died was that they needed to expand 770. And what he meant was they needed to make it bigger so that more students could come and more worshipers could come. And they needed to make it a larger and larger physical space. These students were taking the famous rabbi's edict to expand the property literally and very forcefully dig out more space. The next step in this story is the city has now gone into a building that they have not been in for quite some time and inspected the physical plant, which, I mean, you're undermining the structure when you break holes in load-bearing walls at the base of these buildings. So all of these structures are now in question. Like none of the members of the Lubavitch Chabad can go in there other than to lead the inspectors around through and show them where the damage is and that kind of thing. But all kinds of measurements were being taken. I mean, I was watching the DOB inspectors, all kinds of measurements were being taken, pictures were being taken, samples were being taken. So now what you're going to see is, I'm guessing, a laundry list of violations, of building violations, which are going to be served by the city. And that, I think, is the next phase. And then we'll see what happens from there. It's a very strange story. You don't see a lot like that.
Those tunnels.
What the hell?
Building tunnels underneath New York and branching different buildings in that area. That's crazy. I would have never thought of that too. And it's like, you can't really take away from it because obviously in the video you could see whether, I'll give it credibility, whether or not it was staged to look like it was actually Jewish people. End of the day, it looked like fucking Jewish people. And they're referred to as rabbis, and they're talking about this, that, and third. So however you want to discredit that, I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, these tunnels are being built. And there's somebody above operating that. Not many people have this kind of power to be able to throw this unhanded, right? Like throw this under the radar and not have it to a federal level. But it's like, it's just crazy because like all these things are like, they branch together, and that a lot of people, they don't understand that. They don't understand that there's people, some people aren't always crazy just because they say certain things are mixing, right? Let's say you say the earth is flat. Of course, I'm going to call you a fucking jerk off. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You know? But it's like, there's certain things that just add up, and that you think these people are crazy because in reality, we want things to be a certain way. If I want support, right, I'm going to do just like how Kamala did. I'm going to take a photo and I'm going to take off. I'm going to be out of E3000. You know what I'm saying? But you need that small little benefit from it, that small little thing. You know? You need that support. You need people to be oblivious. If you're not oblivious, that means you're thinking. If you're thinking, that's not good for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much right, Jay. If you're thinking, that's not good for them.
Yeah. If you're oblivious, that means you're not going to question them. So like
Andrew said, it's like groupthink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you just buy into what the media tells you, it's a lot of these older generations. I don't know how much longer it's going to last with these the younger generation underneath us. We've been brought up in an age where we know the media is corrupt and lying. We know it for a fact. And so our base level is not trusting media. Unlike our parents or their parents who grew up where, yeah, you can trust CNN, you can trust Fox News, you can trust whoever. Like, they're not bullshitting you. Those are the people that I think, those are the only people that I think they're really pulling this over on. It's that, and it's just
bots.
Brainwashing.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try and connect right here on my phone mobily because I have to go get this cat kitty litter. And I'm very invested in this conversation. So, I'm going to try to connect.
100%, bro. So, hop off from your computer and join back in on your phone. You should be able to do it.
That's what I'm trying to do. Because earlier I was joining on Bolt, so
okay,
connecting you to the studio.
I don't even know what the fuck Bolt is, but I'm with it.
As in both my phone and my phone. fucking.
Oh, I thought you said bolt. I was about to say I don't even know what it is, but I'm with it. I'm in.
My bad, dude.
So you suck toes. I'm in. Bro.
Can you invite me again on my
Yeah, I got
other
you, brother.
email?
100%. But like,
and I can connect with my beats and not these fucking ancient ass beats.
Okay, for sure. So you want where you want me to send it to you on your phone?
Yeah, send it to AJA
Okay.
BAUCOM at
It's still in your
yahoo.com.
Insta too. If you're on your phone, it might be easier to do it on your Insta.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Damn.
That's crazy. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Turn it off
sorry.
right now. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bro. You just ear raped our fucking audience, bro. Like whoever made
I
it,
apologize
they felt
deeply,
some
bro.
level of accomplishment, but now they feel no accomplishment, bro, because you just ear raped them. That's all they got from sitting this far into the fucking podcast. Was you
I'm so sorry,
raping
bro.
their
All right,
eardrums?
look, about to take this little hold of the fucking CBS. Look at her.
I don't like that, bro. I don't like cats.
What are you doing? What are you doing there? The fuck are you doing?
Ow.
Come here. Oh,
Bro.
see her bite my face, dude? Get in there. Get in there, dude. What are you doing? You're a fucking bad cat. Alright, second objective is
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy shit going on right now, boys.
yeah.
You got
What would
Elon,
you say?
man. You guys see Elon going on in that rally?
Bro.
I love
Elon's going crazy right now, especially on Twitter. On X. It's like post after post after post. It goes post, bad bitches. Elon post, more bad bitches, butt booty naked. Elon post, or maybe that's just my feed. Maybe that's just my feed. I don't know, but it's like fucking crazy.
Yeah, he is very interested, and this isn't like official yet, as far as I know, but he's very interested in taking point on a new government agency called the Department of Government Efficiency. And so basically, he would be running this agency where he audits all these other. You want to hear some shit that he said in this interview? He
What?
said we have 420 government agencies
Damn.
currently.
Damn.
So if you do the math, that is more years than we have been a nation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on average, we have added more than one government agency per year since we were founded. Isn't that
All on
fucking
different
nuts?
tasks. All on different tasks. And people think like the government doesn't focus on little minor things, bro. They try to focus on everything. That's why they send us out to the most random spots.
They just open up all these agencies for more ways to funnel money, more, he was saying like a lot. I even looked into this. Me and my brother Dave were looking at it, and the
Hey,
fucking
Austin?
agencies overlap. Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I do gotta hop off for right now.
Now go ahead, brother. Do your Dougie.
Yes. Yes, I love you guys.
You better bring your ass back, bro.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, bro. I love you, man. Say bye to the podcast if you don't come
Stay
back, though.
tuned. Bye, y'all. Later.
See you, brother.
See ya.
But yeah, bro, it's just like how they have how they brought cocaine into into the different neighborhoods. That whole different dynamic. Like they had like different government like specifically to bring money towards the war, right? So they started off bringing cocaine to black neighborhoods, places like Harlem, like L.A., Compton, like spots like that. You know, that whole additive that they added to it, and all that, and they're all part of one theme, but they're different branches. In that the other branches might not even like the other branches of like different governments or different agencies. I mean, might not even know about each other. They're just like deaf within different secrets and different secrets and secrets and secrets. It's all just secrets.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
like I was watching this interview and it was about the moon landing, us taking our guys up to the moon. And how the fuck can we pull that if it's not true and it was all done in a studio?
Yeah.
How could we pull that off without anybody coming forward and blowing the whistle on it?
Right.
And the biggest point made was if you have one group that's in charge of making the panels for the aircraft, and one group that's in charge of making the thrusters, and one group that's in right, and each group is only knows their task.
Yeah.
And then you have a select group that actually knows that we're just sending this space shuttle up into orbit and then back down. Although we're not going to the moon, we're just sending it up. There's like 100 people maybe that know that we're just sending it up, and that to these people, it was impressed upon them so heavily that it is a national security necessity to keep this secret. You could probably pull it off.
Yeah, you
could probably convince 100 people that the threat is so dire
imminent and
that
dire.
if you
To win
talk
the race,
about this,
to win the race, because remember,
right?
We weren't the first ones to go. We weren't the first ones to hit orbit. It was a whole different country.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Yep.
Was it? It was China, wasn't it?
It was us and Russia in the Cold War.
No, but China. It was a different country that hit orbit before us, before Russia too. It was a whole. I read about this. It was a whole different country, but even though there was a country that hit orbit before all of us, right? But they didn't. But they put under like how you're saying they put clarification like they didn't reach a certain point, which was the moon. Like to add on to what you're saying is that moon gives us that push into winning that whole verbal war that we had. Just stating that we hit this certain point, even though these people think that we're the first people to blast off with a fucking rocket. No, we are not. By far, we are not the only people to like fucking do that. We weren't even the first group of people to do that. But we've stated, and I'm not saying this is true or not true. We've stated that we've met to the moon. That was what's important because we can see it with how we are right now, right? We've hit that point. These people haven't. Therefore, that gives us the edge in whatever verbal war we have. Now, if we faked it or not, they don't want that going out because at the end of the day, we won the verbal war because of that. The Cold War because of that. But you can kind of keep branching off of that, though.
I mean, like, you can even go back to Reagan and how we handled Russia back then. We came up with something called the Star Wars. That's what they called it. It was called something more technical, I believe, but the nickname for it was the Star Wars. And it was an absolute 100% bluff. It was not true, but Reagan told the Russian officials that, yeah, we have weapons in space.
Yeah.
We have that. Do you have that? And what that did was they believed it, number one, And they spent every fucking dime that they had researching how to fucking do that.
Yeah.
And they went bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
And they fell. And that's how we really beat them, was we just bluffed. And we said we had these crazy weapons that we didn't really have. And we got them to do the research and try to figure out how to get it
and try to do
themselves.
it ahead of their time.
And then it was a complete fucking sci-fi move. You know, like, yeah, we have fucking laser satellites in space. Figure that out, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And obviously they couldn't. And they just wasted all this money and they went bankrupt. Like, we did that already with them. So why wouldn't we do the same thing with the moon landing? Why wouldn't we use resources to go, okay, well, instead of actually sending someone up there, why don't we just make it look like we did? They'll believe us. Everyone will believe us. And then they're going to be like, fuck, well, they went to the moon. Like, they beat us. So are we going to do this again? Are we going to fucking... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to throw that much money into this project? Or are we just going to concede?
What I've always thought about, too, as well, I'm no rocket scientist or any of that shit. I never have claimed to be. So all you guys can suck my dick if you got something to say about this. But it's like, let's say that the environment that it is outside of space isn't very inhabitable to our technology, right? Let's say that our thruster technology, right? Because keep in mind, there's no air in space or any of that shit. We have thrusters that bring fire to the table. Different types of things. What if the environment that we go to not just the fact that we don't have air to breathe and that there's no gravity or lower amount of gravity? What it becomes the fact that you just can't possibly get to that point. And so we've gone out and we've made these claims, just like how you said, like how in war we bring different facts to the table that's not necessarily there. But it's like, how would it be if it got out that it's not even inhabitable to even try to even go out there, even with suits and all that shit? What if you just get ripped apart and stuff? And so that brings to what I'm saying is that there's a negative to if there was false claims about this stuff, you know? There's a negative to it because what if someone actually goes out and does it, right? They find a way to counteract that stuff. But then they go out and tell people this is all bullshit because we had to do X, Y, and Z just to even get out there to do this much, just to even get close to this moon. And so all these bluffs in the future, because we know that a lot of bluffs that we'll have is going to be outproven in the future no matter what. Because there's more science, there's more capabilities, and more different things. All of our shit's going to be called out. So it's like, I just wonder how the government of itself and how things are going to get kind of like band-aided up and patched up when shit hits the fan, when people find out like really how things were, you know?
Well, that's kind of what we've discovered already, which is why the moon landing is so contested, is there's something called the Van Allen radiation belt. And it's basically, you can imagine it like, I'm going to state the same thing you did. I'm not an expert. I very recently learned about this. But the Van Allen radiation belt, you think of it like a fucking bubble of radiation, thick-ass radiation around the Earth. And it's further out than orbit. So, like, we can get satellites up there, we can get people up there, right? The space station, whatever. But we have never sent anybody through the Van Allen radiation belt except the one time that we went to the moon and back. Never before and never since have we done that. We never tried and failed before or after. We just simply sent them through, brought them back, no problems, and that was it. That doesn't make sense. Like, you look at Elon right now with SpaceX, and they're launching rockets and they're blowing up and they're fucking crashing, and it's because it's a trial and error process.
Yeah.
You're not going to just do the math right and get it right in the first shot. It's just not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen.
So, yeah, they've figured out since then. Like, hold on, like, how did you get those astronauts through the Van Allen radiation belt with the technology that you had in the '60s? How did you do that?
Yeah.
How did you do that many times?
And to prove like what you're saying and make is like right, correct. The Van Allen radiation belts are two concentric. How do you say it? Concentric rings of energetic particles that surround Earth. So they're two wing. They're two. What he's saying is that they're two rings of energetic particles that surround the Earth. So think of it as a layer, right?
Right.
Kind of as a radiation layer that you have to get through to be able to go to where you're saying that you're going. That's what he's saying by that. Just to kind of clear that up.
We fucking launched a nuke at that shit to try to blow a hole in it. Like, that's the most powerful weapon we have is a nuke, right? So we launched a nuke at that motherfucker to try to blow a hole in it so that we can see, like, can we get through this thing?
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It made it worse in that area. It didn't blow a hole in it at all. So how the fuck, if a nuke didn't get a hole through that thing,
how the fuck we get a ship through?
Right. And there was no explanation for that other than, oh, well, there's it's a ring, so it's like a donut shape almost. And so, we just sent them through the hole that exists. Except we didn't. That's not the route that they took to get through it. They took a different route out of Earth, which was straight through the radiation belt with no explanation of how we did it.
So for people to kind of see it too as well, and you can see it too, this is what the belt looks like. Right? So we're going to go off, and I'm also going to describe it for our listeners too as well. So this is what they're saying that the Van Allen belt looks like. Right? Let's go through. So they're saying this is what the radiation belt looks like. So to my listeners, think of it as two ears, right, to a brain. The brain is the center of the earth, right? And the two ears are the waves coming out of it. And these waves shoot out in a circular motion, spreading out on the left and the right side. And then there's tops and bottoms. But so what they're claiming is that they went to the route that shows that they're out of it. But in fact, the route they went goes straight into the radiation belt. That's the only route that was actually acceptable to it.
Yeah, so basically, like, that picture that you have up there, it looks like this. But it's really, think about that picture, take a slice out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Then you're looking at this, but really it goes like this around.
Like
right? Like a donut. Yeah. And the only place that you can get through that hole is if you would have launched from Antarctica.
Yeah.
Which we did not launch from Antarctica. So how the fuck did we get through it?
Exactly.
We never have before. We never have since. How the fuck did we get through it? We have the technology. We have on our fucking iPhones more computing power than they had on that entire Apollo mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yet we haven't done it since. Why haven't we gone back?
That's what I'm saying. What if it's not? What if it's not possible to what we have? What if that radiation actually breaks down matter? What if it's like some sorts of a problem like that, and we get to the point of civilization to where we can actually solve that issue, and we are more aware that it is an issue. In fact, that's the first step, is understanding that that it's an issue. Now, if we say it's not an issue right now, right, but in the future we learn that it is an issue, then there's going to be people saying, oh, then this whole century that we've had before here was a whole bunch of fucking bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how they plan to piece that shit up. And I'm like so grateful I get to see through there. And by the way, I would never kill myself. Like, you know, it's just different like little things that can like get us to there. And the fact that in the future, I know like we're gonna get to that point to where we can solve these little issues. It's just how you're gonna deal with the bullshit, or are people gonna be more docile to you telling them that it was bullshit and you playing them like a fool, and they're still gonna be like, oh, it's okay, we still love you, you know? Are they gonna be more beta the way that we're going now? You know, a bunch of bitches walking around doing bullshit, like wearing tails and a bunch of bullshit like that, painting your fingernails.
Yeah, I think if they had their way, it would never come out.
Yeah.
I don't know. We won't know, probably ever in our lifetime, whether or not the moon landing was real. I lean towards no. I lean towards that it was not real.
Yeah.
But if they had their way, that will never come out because that's going to cause a lack of faith in government, in credibility of everything they've told us from then to now. You're going to question everything they've ever said. All the things that people call people crazy conspiracy theorists for, all of a sudden those things are going to maybe seem a little bit more realistic once you know that the biggest feat of human history, going and landing on the moon, is fake. You're going to be like, well, what the fuck else did you lie about? So yeah, I don't think they want anybody to know. And it's, documents disappeared. The trajectory, the actual route that was taken to get out of Earth to the moon, those disappeared. Like all these documents just magically disappeared.
Yeah.
It's a little too coincidental to just be Andrew's back.
The boy.
It's a little too coincidental to just be a mistake or a lack of technology.
Way too much of
you know.
And it's like, how are you gonna?
Can y'all see me?
What happened?
But yes, we can see you.
Yeah.
That goes for everything that's happening now. Like, I think it's getting faster and faster and more blatant. Our people are so blind and so distracted and strung out on dopamine and social media that we don't concern ourselves enough with these massive issues. And the other half of it is nobody knows what the fuck is true at all. Like, for me personally, I've basically come to the conclusion that I will never know if anything is true unless I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't believe it. Like, I won't believe anything is true or false unless I saw it with my own eyes.
100%.
I just use evidence as support to form opinions, but it's still speculative because it's all lies.
It's all gonna be though, no matter what, because nothing is 100% proof unless God can come down here and tell us that's right, that's wrong, that's right, you're full of shit. You know, everything is gonna be speculated, and it's tough because people come out and they say, no, this is the way, this is right, 100% of the fact. And I remember that there were scientists that were talking about it and how criticizing it is to the community, the scientific community, and that fact is because when you prove somebody else's theory wrong, right? Naturally, it discredits everything they've done in the past, right? So say we discredit how the U.S. said that we've done this, that, and the third. Naturally, everything in the past is going to be questionable now because this God that we thought was God has been knocked down a peg. So we're like, oh, let's question whatever else they've said. So you said this, were you lying to me then? You've said that, were you bullshitting me then? You said this, were you just making my dick on that occasion? You know, everything is going to become questionable.
That's right. Your mic's a little low there, Jay.
Okay, good. Because I was trying to see whether or not it was.
There you go.
I was gonna see whether or not it was picking up on you guys too, so I did an experiment. I just didn't tell you.
What? I know.
You got your own secrets now, huh? You're just like them.
No.
I was gonna wait until you told me that it was too low, so I know whether or not I'm at a good gauge.
You don't want to.
I got you.
Because my feed, it shows up and it has a green ring around it when it picks up when you guys are talking, right? But when I talk, it pops up red when I talk to a certain volume.
Hmm.
It lets me know whether I'm speaking super loud or not by the green ring that shows. Am I speaking like in a good volume right now, or am I too loud?
Yeah. No, you're speaking fine. It's the mic. I think it's just getting drowned down a little bit.
Maybe.
But I can still hear you.
It picks up a lot, and like I'm still learning how to use this one because I have a monitor attached to my mic, and that monitor has different switches and dials and stuff to it. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to work this shit.
Yeah. Wow.
If that makes sense. It's just a lot of different dials.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you're a Christian. You know what's in the end of the Bible. I think it's gonna be a while before we win.
I'm gonna rejoin on my laptop here.
Okay.
Because it's
Make sure you don't ear rape us and take your phone off before you do it.
Can y'all hear me now?
We hear you fine, brother. Yeah, we hear you fine. It's just like FaceTime, technically.
Alright, bet. I'll just keep it on my
It's
phone,
just
man.
like FaceTime.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little while until we finally come out on top. But I mean, we know if you're a believer, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you guys ever read the book 1984?
No, I have not.
By George Orwell?
Yes.
I have not.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's basically it was written in 1947.
Uh-huh.
And 1984 to them was the future.
Yes.
And so George Orwell wrote this book about a future dystopia, which is, you know what a dystopia is, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the opposite of a utopia. So, I mean, it's like
it's like your nightmare world.
Uh-huh.
And so it's basically a futuristic dystopia. Now, for us, it's in the past, but for George Orwell, it was in the future. And it was basically Okay, have you ever heard of the term Big Brother?
Yes.
Big Brother is watching you?
Mm-hmm.
That's from 1984.
Oh, okay.
That's from that book. Yeah, that's where that came from. The whole Obey brand about Big Brother, that's from 1984. That's where they got that from. So it's basically like a totalitarian government. They are in control of absolutely everything. They have different agencies. One of them is called the Thought Police, where even if you conceive of breaking the laws of this government, even if you think about it, you're a criminal and you're going to get interrogated and you're going to get killed. What's that?
Have you read? It's like Fahrenheit 451, where they've outlawed books and stuff and like different thought processes.
Yep, very similar. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In this book, they outlaw and they change history. They rewrite it. They have a whole agency called the Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Truth. Its duty, its job is to rewrite history and get rid of books and rewrite newspapers. And basically, the book makes a point of like, history doesn't exist except in your mind. Like, any of us, human beings, can change records. We can destroy records. We can purge the world, purge the earth of all physical records of history. And then we get to control the past.
Yes.
And in that book, there's a quote. It says, "He who controls the past controls the present,
Yeah.
and he who controls the present controls the future." Yep. And you start. I mean, it's been talked about since the book was written. I mean, government control in any capacity gets compared to 1984. They call it Orwellian, but you can start to see little inklings, little seeds of this type of government taking form in like censorship of the freedom of speech.
Yes.
You know, you got Tim Walz, which is the vice president candidate under Kamala, and Kamala as well. They both said that hate speech should not be permitted, that hate speech should be banned.
Yeah. But
And it's like, that's an insane position.
Yeah, because that means that you're going against, for one, what we've risen our country off of, which was freedom of speech. It's literally like one of the first things we ever say that this country is built off of. And the fact that this new upcomer for president has the nerve, first off, the nerve to say something like that is insane. Just to branch off to these delusional people is like, it's just crazy that like people like that can really have power in that sort, and that people don't butt heads with it, is because literally clear as day. You heard it right, and this is where military people have a problem. People are wondering why military people aren't supporting him like that, or supporting her like that in general. Is because A, she lies about half of the things that she's sending to us, and I'm not political at all. I'm not saying vote for this person. I'm not saying vote for that person. What I'm saying is that truth. She stated in a debate, I don't know if you remember this, we have no troops in foreign lands deployed. And what somebody did say against it was a group of our troops recorded a video of them watching them from a tent. And if you don't know this, only time you're ever going to be sleeping in a tent like that, where your home is literally a tent, is when you're deployed outside the country. When you're home side, you will have a barracks. You will have this, that, and the third if you're outside of training. But when you are stuck and your home is made into actual tent, and I'm just giving validation to this video so people can understand, you're outside the country. And she made the bold claim to say that we don't have people outside of here. Within A, she's not the president. She does not have the power to pull people outside of it. B, she obviously hasn't been looking very deeply, because we have people in it. We've always been in different countries. We have people in Ukraine. I've met people who've been to Ukraine. I've met people who've been deployed to Ukraine. And I met people who are still in Ukraine right now as we speak. And it's like, we have different agencies all over. There's people in the Middle East. I have a football coach that's literally in Iraq right now as we speak. And he's doing a whole bunch of electrical different things out there. But to say, and he's in the military, keep in mind, thank you very much for those who are doubting it, to say that we have zero troops in an environment is insane. Because we always have troops in a different country. We always have troops in battle territory. No matter what. There's never going to be an instance in the future unless we pull out everything worldwide, which we would lose power, by the way. We would no longer be a very big powerhouse if we would do that. Countries, we would have to pull out of Japan, which after the bombing, we established a presence there. We would have to pull out of Japan. We would have to pull out of Iraq. We would have to pull out of any countries in Africa in general. I don't know if you guys believe it, but all that shit's in Africa. Even though it's a little bit above it, it's Africa, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we would have to pull out of places like Egypt. We'd have to pull out of places like Southern America. You know, different spots that isn't our own country. And to make that claim and people not to question it is what Austin's trying to say, is just like insane. What he said earlier, that whole bit, and that people are trying to pass off, that Andrew said earlier too as well. and people are trying to pass off and get votes, and they're trying to spit these words that aren't necessarily the truth. It's something that we should open our eyes to, and that's something that we should be more knowledgeable on, and we should challenge them on. What happened to people calling people out on their shit? Like, you're so open to call somebody out on their shit when they're talking about you with your boyfriend, or you with this, is that, and the third, or you with drama and there, you know? But we're not here to call out shit for people who are saying things that you have direct family members in. You know, that's the only issue I have.
The thing that scares me about that is, why is she so confident that she can, and she did, tell a bold-faced lie in the debate for the presidency? And there was way more. But that one was like, that's one of the ones I was talking about earlier. Like, that can be disproven in 35 seconds.
35
seconds.
All it takes people to
that can be disproven immediately. And that's what they did. They were just like, they videoed themselves. And there's a couple of videos I saw. They're just like, what the fuck are we doing then?
Here? Exactly. What
Yeah.
the fuck
Oh,
are we
we're
doing?
not here? Oh, okay. So,
yeah, I guess we're
why
home
is
right
she
now, I guess.
why is she so comfortable lying like that?
It's delusion, man. You think she thinks
that's
she's
a good
doing
question.
No matter what. People
She's just so protected by the media that she can say whatever the fuck she wants. I mean, I don't know if you watched the debate, but the one with ABC, it was absolute doggy pile on Trump. Yeah. It was two moderators and Kamala versus Trump. Like, we're talking about the guy who just took a fucking bullet into his head. It was a absolute nothing short of a miracle that he is alive.
Yes.
And we all fucking know damn well why he got shot and who did it. We all fucking know exactly who did it. And we're still talking about this? Like, we're still looking at this like, oh yeah, maybe him, maybe her. Like, what?
We're still debating this is crazy to me.
Yeah. It's insane to me that, you know, Reagan got shot and he came back, right? One of the most iconic moments in political history for the United States, at least.
He said, "You miss me."
You missed me, right? You knew exactly what I was talking about. You know what Trump did at his most recent rally? He went back to
the same
I think
spot.
It's Butler,
Butler,
Pennsylvania.
He got shot in his ear.
And motherfucker goes, as I was saying, and he jumps right back into what he was saying when he got fucking shot there. Yeah. And got, you know, the rally got stopped.
Yeah.
He walks up there, he goes, as I was saying. Like, that's got to be one of the most iconic, right?
100%.
Not one fucking
continuing off of what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very clever. It's very, you know, it shows perseverance. And that's the type of shit that, you know, it shows that these politicians, they're, at least him, the one who said it, he's human. He's got a sense of humor. He's brave. And he's persevering. Like, yeah, I was here last time, got shot in the head. Now I'm back. Anyways, brush it off like it was nothing. Back to what I was saying. Like, that's a fucking huge moment in politics.
It is.
That's what I'm fucking saying, brother.
Oh, God, brother.
But not a peep. Not a fucking peep from the media about that. You know?
No, because what is the profit? What is the profit margin, Austin, from them covering him almost getting shot?
It's bad.
Yeah, it's none. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's detrimental if they cover that.
Yeah, it's damaging to them.
Yeah, they don't want to see that shit.
It's such a disservice. But I really hope that people don't buy the media shit anymore at this point in the game. Like, we've been doing this for 12 years now, at least. But really 12 hard, solid years of the media absolutely blatantly lying.
Yeah. We just gotta hope.
I really hope people are smarter.
Taylor Swift. That's all.
Dude.
Just hope our girlfriends don't listen to Taylor Swift. Don't never let them allow to listen to Taylor Swift all year long until the debate's over.
That is hilarious. My girlfriend's a staunch liberal, and even she hates Taylor Swift.
I fucking hate Taylor Swift, dude.
Bro.
Absolute propped up sellout.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She used to have the bangers, dude. I used to love Taylor Swift when I
I
was
don't
a
know
kid.
about bangers, but it was definitely
Brother, you
something.
tell me Romeo Save Me is not a banger, dude. You're telling me fucking
This motherfucker knows it by name.
Love Story? You're telling me Love Story is not a banger. You're a liar.
I never heard any of those,
Austin
bro.
Austin used to sing. Nah, Austin knows what I'm talking about. Austin, tell me you weren't singing Love Story, brother.
What's a love story? Sing it right now, so I know.
Romeo, save me somewhere we can be alone. That's a banger, all right? I don't give a
Oh
fuck who you
yeah,
are.
I know that
That's
song.
a banger. Yes, obviously, dork. Fucking Taylor Swift used to be a G, and now she's a gay.
I don't understand how she's just a fucking like country pop, mostly pop. Like she was never that relevant.
Yeah, my opinion.
That's
She's
why I
never
say gay.
that
My
relevant.
opinion.
I say gay as a joke, but like dead ass. It's not it's they use them as pawns. It's whoever they
Yeah.
can. It's whoever is malleable, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's getting a little kickback from that shit, bro.
A little kickback, brother. She's the number
Uh-huh.
one private
He's
jet
taking
user in
back
the
shots
world.
right now. That's how much kickback
She's
he
a
has.
billionaire.
From Travis Kelsey, brother. And you know, I don't blame him. He's a fucking tight end.
Yeah.
The guy blocks and catches passes.
For a
He's
living.
gonna fuck a superstar, alright? Because it's in his best interest. And I don't blame him.
Don't blame him at all. I know he's hitting a brick house back there though. 100%.
I don't know how he
That
went from
motherfucker's
that
hitting a
because he
flat
used
wall.
to. Yeah, he used to love beautiful black queens, so now he loves Taylor Swift. So I don't know how he went from that. Maybe he isn't a fan of
Swing
country.
of the pendulum, huh?
Yeah. Maybe he's not a fan of recoil, but I don't know. What happened?
I'm not playing. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not kidding.
Hmm?
I'm not kidding. Get off.
So y'all, looks like I'm gonna head out of here right now.
All right then, brother. I love
All right,
you, man.
see you guys. Love you too.
As
Let
we
me know
were saying,
next
women
time you
are
guys do this.
objects.
Straight up.
I'm playing. I'm sorry.
What?
What?
What's funny?
Nothing's funny.
Oh,
I
nothing.
don't think anything's funny.
You're laughing.
He doesn't think
I'm not
you're an
laughing.
object at all.
Now.
I'm playing the game. All right, y'all. Love you guys.
brother.
Let me know next time you guys
Probably
do the
about to end it right
podcast.
now,
All right.
because we're already at 3 hours.
Okay, sounds good.
But I'm gonna drop it like damn near right after this. After I go through all the shit.
What are you on Spotify?
I'm on Spotify. Yeah. I'm gonna put
All right, bet.
on my Insta. You gonna have?
I'm down to do it whenever, dude. If you guys want to run it back, like sometime during this weekend, I'm down.
We can keep.
And then obviously,
whenever. I don't care. We can do it whenever,
dude,
bro.
especially like this, I could definitely do it whenever. But in person for sure, we got to do it pretty soon.
100%. 100%. Right now it's
But
just
yeah,
a little weird.
I'll see you guys.
The whole situation. Yeah. All right, brother.
All right.
We're gonna end
Love
it
you
off.
guys. See you.
Markham's lady told him to get the fuck off.
I heard. Pray for our brother Malcolm.
She was not playing either, bro. She was not
She
playing.
was not fucking around.
So I was like,
damn.
I know. I was like, bro.
Not good.
You about to break the brakes off her after this.
We're gonna have to check up on him, make sure he's still alive.
Facts, bro. Tonight was a very good fucking podcast, though. God.
First one with some video, man. Very, very good.
Facts, man. I hope you guys are listening to this really well. You guys are just like tuning in, you know. Just know that like this is like a free space. Anybody can talk and do any of that whoop blah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a bitch. But I love you guys, man. I made it off right here and there. Thank you for watching The Void, and I love you.